for getting started, and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, shape and colour will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your new free gift, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Good afternoon, or maybe evening now, after 6 o'clock. Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. I'm Hannah Stewart. I'll be here until about 7:15 with you. And I'll be joined by Rebecca. You're back.
Hello, I'm back. My first late show.
Oh, is it your first late
Yeah,
show?
so I'm really looking forward to this.
Wow. So
apart from the
last
late night.
show that you did, was it with myself on the mid-show?
That's right, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, middle of May sometime.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you're back
I
for
enjoyed
more.
that.
And you've got ruby in one kit.
Yes.
And
A
turquoise,
turquoise in the other. I'm being a very lucky girl.
Spoiled, I tell you.
Very lucky
Absolutely
girl.
spoiled. Incredible jewellery. Rebecca will be here until 10 o'clock this evening. 7:15, Vicky Carr will take over and take you through the rest of your late show. So coming up for you in this hour, I've got a sapphire. Look. Look at these. Oh, well, Rebecca.
They are gorgeous.
That Rebecca. Yeah, I've got two Rebeccas, haven't I? I did say earlier on, Rebecca was like, I'm Rebecca too, I'm Rebecca. Rebecca's only Rebecca, producer Rebecca, when she's naughty.
Oh.
But you
I'm
prefer
Rebecca all the
Rebecca.
time, yeah.
Rebecca prefers Becky. So
There's
this is
only one
easy, this is
person calls me
easy.
Beck.
But Rebecca, producer Rebecca, has been in the cupboard. Haven't you? This is amazing. past. This is coming up for you. And 6:45. Rebecca. Oh, Songia Sapphire. Multicoloured Songia Sapphire. Oh my gosh. These are amazing. Director Ben is back from his holidays, refreshed. Yes. We've got Leah on camera too. She's also back off a holiday. Everyone's just come back. Rebecca's just come back off holiday. Producer Becky, back off a holiday. Director Ben, back from his holiday. Leah, back from her holiday. Oh, sorry, Leah's back from her second holiday. Yeah. And producer Becky is back from her holiday. Oh, but wait a minute, she's off again soon. I mean, how many holidays do you have, Rebecca? Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to...
My last holiday was 6 years ago.
Get yourselves all very lucky. There we go. Right. Righty-ho. Yeah, we've got a refreshed team with us this afternoon. Very refreshed. Right, let's start with some... Oh, my gosh. Do you know, the deal of the day today is blue zircon.
Oh,
But
I haven't
that
been able to
said,
watch it all day.
Rebecca, this is my favourite strand.
Oh, isn't that gorgeous?
My favourite strand that we've ever had. This is the perfect colour for me. I love this colour. It's natural, but it's like a silvery gold tone that you've got to the gemstone. It makes it so sparkly, adds to the sparkle,
beautiful.
doesn't it? It's just incredible.
It's so elegant.
It really is, isn't it?
Beautiful.
40 carats in total. The oldest gemstone on the planet, dating back 4.5 billion years in the making. This for me is just got bridal written all over it. You know, you're something old and you're something new. We're ticking both boxes with this. The sparkle, the fire. We did see a recording of the blue zircon, which did display the fire quite impressively, actually. But if we were to go outside on a sunny day with this strand, you wouldn't believe do you know what? I'm going to get this strand. I've seen this strand a couple of times now, and I keep saying how much I love it, and it's my favourite strand. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. 0800 644 6. Imagine that in just a bracelet design. Oh, it's just beautiful.
I'd like to intermingle it with some black spinel.
Yeah.
And really bring the shine out even more.
That would look amazing, wouldn't it? Really, really beautiful. Do you know what that said? I think this would work with anything, you know, because it's quite a neutral tone, isn't it? You know,
yes.
I think it would work with
take any
anything.
colour.
I tell you what, Becky, at that price, I'm buying it. I'm in. I'm treating myself today. That's not your price tag, by the way. OTGZ62 is your code for this one. £14.95. Zircon, natural zircon. Oh my gosh, £14.95 is just incredible. Get it home. 30-day money back guarantee. You are not going to need it, I can assure you. OTGZ62 is your code for this one. 0800 644 655. Channel setting, rosary linking with this, just simply restranding, popping it into a bracelet, adding pearls. Imagine just one nucleated pearl in the centre of a bracelet design. Would look incredible. Stephanie's in, and in Greater London. Debbie in the West Midlands. Debbie in the West Midlands has been shopping all day. One P&P, Debbie, and I know it's naming and shaming, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
One P&P of just £3.95. It doesn't matter how many times you log in and check out. It doesn't matter how many times you dial in on the phone lines. It doesn't matter how many times you tap the app. One P&P. £14.95. Kay in Greater Manchester's there. Congratulations. Samina Collector, you're there. £14.95. Half price. Half price is where we are for this strand. Well done. I love that. Well.
One of these days I'll be able to get on this chair elegantly.
There's a knack to it. It does take a while, I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm terrified of getting on and falling straight off the other end.
Oh, that has happened. That has happened. A couple of times, actually. I shouldn't say thankfully not me, because it's bound to happen.
It's bound to happen now, isn't it?
Look at these. Look at these. Just exquisite. Now, pearls I love anyway. Who doesn't love pearls? And, you know, lots of us love perfectly round pearls. I love perfectly round pearls. They will come with a premium price tag. But for me, my preference is the irregular shapes. Because they are even more organic. You know, it's an organic gem that you have here. And I think when you see the shape, you know you've got the real deal, don't you? It's beautiful.
They're beautiful.
They're exquisite and
You'll
great.
never ever get to the same with those.
I know, and that's something that is you know, really, you think of pricing. If you're getting something that is a one of a kind, and this is something to take into consideration when it comes to pricing your pieces as well. If you've got something to offer that nobody else can have, you know, nobody's going to have that identical pearl to you. It's unique to you. I love to see the rings around pearls and the natural rippling effect that you've got with so many of these pearls. You know, they are not classed as imperfections, if you like. They're not classed as inclusions. They're classed as markings on the pearls. You know, that skin, that surface luster, that iridescence that you have is just beautiful. 12 to 14 millimetres in size 20 centimetre strand. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 individual pearls you've got there. Now, for anybody that loves pearls, for anybody that works in the fashion industry, this is what has taken the fashion industry, the pearl industry by storm over the last 3 to 4 years. It's all about the size that these are growing to. They are of epic proportions. Anything over 7mm in a pearl, and we're talking a very, very significant size, I would just use these all individually, you know. Head pin, 95 sterling silver chain. Look amazing. So beautiful.
Just one as a pin on a brooch.
That would look lovely, wouldn't it? Do you know, that reminds me, that's the kind of thing you see on Antiques Roadshow or, you know, something like that. Yeah. Did you watch Antiques Roadshow this week?
You see that painting that went for hundreds of thousands?
No, I didn't see that one. Yeah. I didn't see that one. However, what I did see, this is why I watch for the jewellery. I love to see vintage jewellery. There was a guy on there who had a bracelet and a brooch he'd got passed down from his grandfather or his great-grandfather, I think. Don't worry, it's fine. We'll edit that bit out. And he got this brooch. So the brooch, I think, was valued at something like £4,000. It was full of rose-cut diamonds. And then he'd got a bracelet. Well, it was emeralds and diamonds, and I love emeralds anyway. So very deco piece of jewellery. There was a Van Cleef stamp on there. I know. So straight away, pound signs, £40,000. Imagine.
Oh, yes, I saw that.
It was right at the very end.
That's right.
Right at the very end. Yeah. £40,000. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Wish that was mine. Anyway, £81.90. You can recreate these amazing vintage style, you know, vintage inspired pieces with something like that. Incredible. DBGP76. Now, if you have a look online, you'll be lucky to find one of these in double figures in a design. There's a lot of them on this strand. And we're going all the way down to an incredible, incredible price tag. Now, I have 5 available, and that's it. Once they're gone, they are gone. It's last of stock. £49.95. 0800 644 655, or on the web at JewelleryMaker.com for you today. Please, please, Liz in Cambridgeshire, Collector in East Sussex, Sandra's there. Lillian, you've just joined me as well. It will be fastest fingers first in this auction. Don't sit there in 5 minutes and kick yourself because they're sold out. Check it out now. Use your 30-day money-back guarantee. If for whatever reason you change your mind, not a problem. Not a problem. You can return them. Well done if you've managed to check those out. Keep coming through on the phone lines. And do you know what? Don't ever think that just because there's only 5 left, you don't have time to do it. In fact, we're down to 2 now. Just 2 chances. Could be Patricia, could be Liz, could be Collector in East Sussex. Anne's just joined me on the website as well. I'm not sure who that's going to be. Please, please make sure you're checking out for that one. DBGP76 is your code for that one. On the phone lines and on the web, I've got 1 left. I've got 1 chance left. Deborah in Surrey has just joined me as well. For that family heirloom piece of jewellery, the money-making potential in this is just phenomenal. It really, really is. Well done if you've managed to check that one out. Gorgeous. Right. Oh, Ratnakerry blue zircon. Oh, Ben, I am so pleased you're back. I've missed our Ben. You've been off for like a month, haven't you? No. I tell you what, I mean, Director Paul, Ben, he has filled your shoes. I'm going to be honest. He's done a great job. He's done an amazing job. I love Director Paul too. 18 carats of your Ratnakerry zircon you've got here. Now, we saw some blue zircon. That was the deal of the day today. The Ratnakerry region is just, you know, I said earlier on when we had, I think it was the sapphire that we had earlier on, there are certain locations for collectors that will straight away, they know they're going to be getting the cream of the crop, you know, the creme de la creme, the cream of the cream. That's what you've got with this zircon. It's absolutely beautiful. You've got 18 carats in total. Look at those colours. Beautiful.
They are gorgeous.
Azure blues.
Yeah.
They're stunning, aren't they? Imagine those channels set with 925 sterling silver. Absolute dream. LGJN12 is your code for this one. 0800 644 655. Last of stock, £129.95. Amazing, amazing price tag. How about we slash that price tag? How about more than 50% off? There's only 12 left, it's last of stock. We're clearing the vault for you this afternoon. Collectors, dial quickly, press your number 1 button and confirm. £49.95 for you today. What a saving.
Absolutely. I've paid more than that for
incredible.
those.
That's amazing. How much, that was £80 off, was it, Beck? £80. Back in your pocket. Unbelievable. I don't think, I think Becky's head is still at Disney, I think. £80. £49. She doesn't know what she's doing. £49.95. LGJN12 0800 644 655. Confirm, 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 confirm. That price tag will go back up to £129.95 at 8 a.m. in the morning. Get your certificate of authenticity with these as well. Something blue on your wedding day, perhaps. In with those pearls. Oh, beautiful. And well done to Deirdre, you're there. Veronica's there as well. Congratulations. Mona, you've just joined me on the web as well. I am looking at some incredible gemstones here, Beck. Look at those pearls.
You've got those pearls.
I have got those pearls. LGJN12. You know, the ones. The ones.
The ones.
The ones. No, number 1. Oh, those pearls, those pearls, like the pearls. Yes, the pearls that really we should be getting. You know, when you go into the jewellers and you know they put the white gloves on, those really special, really, really precious pearls. Oh, amazing. 0800 644 655. Right, Tanzanite cabochons. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, I'll have a trilogy ring, please. Or maybe not a trilogy ring, sorry, a solitaire ring and a pair of earrings with these. Look at that. Tanzanite. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Do you know what Laura Binding was saying earlier on? That she's really, really noticed a lack of this gemstone at Jewellery Maker lately. Producer Liam, I think, was saying there's like 4 strands available or something at the moment. You know, that's not to say we won't have any more, because there may be some in our cutting house at this moment in time. But going forward, purchasing Tanzanite, I mean, I'll have to have a catch up with Marie as well. The buying team have just returned from China. I'll have to have a chat and a catch up about Tanzanite and see what the state of play is. But I know that at one point we just weren't buying it. We weren't getting any because the quality is poor and the premium prices, they're just too high for the quality. They really are. So we have to make that decision. You know, do we buy more at premium prices, which obviously means that those prices you're going to see a significant rise here at Jewellery Maker, or do we not? I don't know. I genuinely don't know, but I will check for you. There's only 7 chances left. Do we have a carat weight on this, Beck? Because it doesn't say. Amazing. Where's the scales? Right, I'm going to put them on the scales for you. I can't guarantee this in yours. I mean, you're guaranteed to get 3 pieces. I don't even have a size to be able to give you there. Right, so the largest one, I can tell you, was a carat. And the other 2, so I've got 1.61 carats here in total. So we're talking a carat in the centre one and then an average of 30 points each in the other ones there, in this particular pack that I've got here. I know.
Sounds so blasé.
I know.
The largest one's a carat.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's huge, isn't it?
It's
that
massive.
Is huge as a solitaire. It really is.
It's such a gorgeous colour as well. It's my favourite blue.
Is it? I mean, it's pretty impressive, isn't it? And if I thought that's what you said, Beck. £19.95. How much would that trilogy ring be in a jeweller's? I'm going to be honest, I think it would be more. Becky says, I reckon it'd be a couple of £100.
Oh, yes.
I think, obviously, depending on the metal that it's set into.
Well, you go into most jewellers, and if you're lucky to find Tanzanite, it's set into gold.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Hey, you don't see it set into silver, do you?
No.
£19.95. Whoopsie. Last of stock. 0800 644 655 HIZT27 is your code for these. Well done. Those are gorgeous. Right. Ooh. I think this is the strand that I was looking at last night, Beck. Is this price too low? Yeah, this is the strand. I was looking at the schedule last night from home, looking at everything that we've got coming up on today's show, and I have to say this is the one strand that really stood out for me in this hour, because I was looking at the strand, the picture of the strand, looking at the size of the pearls, and then looking at the price tag thinking, oh, we've got this wrong. We've got this wrong. This is incredible. The size of these pearls is amazing. Now, guest designer Janet Dwyer was here on Saturday with myself on the mid-show, and she's always got her pearl ring on. And she made a DVD for that design. It's a really, really simple, very beautiful design. And she sells them, I think she said 45 pounds each for one ring. Now, these pearls are 11 to 12 millimetres in size. I mean, they are very, very substantial. I mean, you know, at this kind of size, yes, they're not perfectly spherical. They are, you know, irregular shapes. They're multicoloured pearls, and they are natural in their colour. So, you know, something like this, with this size, bearing in mind that they're natural in their colour, I think I would have put these at around, I'm going to be realistic, Jewellery Maker price, $29.95.
Yeah, I was going to say 35.
Yeah, and an absolute push.
Just for the quality of those pale apricot ones.
I mean, they are stunning, aren't they?
Gorgeous.
Look at the luster, look at the iridescence. You've
Yeah.
got a real beautiful golden iridescence from those as well. So $29.95 and an absolute push. That's where I would have expected these to be. For that size. Way off. Way off.
Why am I here?
14. I know.
You do it every time when I'm on. You put all my favourites on.
Sorry, Rebecca. I am sorry. But it happens to us all the time as well. Do you know what? £14.95. There is no way you'd let any one of these go for anything less than that price. No. You couldn't, could you? Shall I count them? £14.95. Patricia, Alison, Mary in Worcestershire, Maggie in Scotland's there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 37 individual pearls. Even if we let them go for £10 each. £370 in that strand. Tell you, winner.
Chicken dinner.
It's the obvious choice, Leah. It's the obvious one.
Lamb dinner.
Lamb. Yeah. Lamb chicken dinner. That was actually on a menu. Laura Binding sent me the picture. She's like, you're never going to believe this. I'm in a pub and look what's on the menu. Winner, chicken dinner. Yeah. There you go. It's taking over the world. Taking over the world. Right. Stand by. This is gorgeous. How often, so we think of the sapphire strands that we have here at Jewellery Maker, we generally see rounds, but plain rounds, if you like, or smooth rounds, if you like, or maybe rondelles that are faceted. You never ever see a faceted round in a sapphire. No. This is so beautiful. Do you know what? I think that looks very regal. You know, the way that we faceted it, the way that it's been graduated through the strand as well. I can imagine those just simply in between perfect pearls.
Yeah.
You know, as a very regal, high-end piece of jewellery. Check these out.
They're what everybody thinks of as sapphires.
Yeah.
They're the proper blue.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
the
I
royal
totally
blue.
agree. You think of sapphire, you think of blue,
Yeah.
don't you, straight away, as opposed to all the other colours. 40 carats of genuine blue sapphire. Now, if you are brand new to us here at Jewellery Maker, I totally get it. And there was a customer called Julie that messaged in a good few months ago now, and she said, her text message literally read, I've got to ask, are these gemstones real? And you know, that is something that so many of you must be thinking as new viewers here at Jewellery Maker. You know? I mean, you tune in, you look at these gemstones, you read your description on your screen, and then you see the prices and you must think, there's something going on here. There's something fishy about this. There's some small print, there's a catch, maybe they're not real. We've been here for 9 years this year. We've just turned 9. And we wouldn't have been here for this long if they weren't real. We can't tell you these are genuine blue sapphire if they are not. Do you know, this is the amazing thing. And it wasn't until I worked in the industry, particularly Jewellery Maker, that you realise how much margin is put on to your high street jewellers' jewellery and your designers. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely huge. And this is perceived value. So, you know, we think of sapphire, we think of royalty. We think of the royal engagement ring that was given to Princess Diana by Prince Charles. Yeah. You know, you think of kings and queens. And when we think of royalty and sapphire, you immediately think, well, you need a lot of money. You know, if I want that, you need a huge amount of money. It's perceived value. Yes, sapphire can be very, very expensive, and it's fetched hundreds of thousands of pounds at auction houses. But it depends on the sapphire. It depends on the quality, the individual carat weight of the sapphire. Now, we're very lucky here at Jewellery Maker that we can bring you what we call gemstone quality gemstones, but we also bring you bead quality gemstones. So, I mean, I've always said, with coloured gemstones, for me personally, it's all about the colour. It's not about the clarity. You know, sometimes gemstones are treated to enhance the clarity, and sometimes we sacrifice colour to achieve that. Whereas when you see gemstones like this in their natural form, natural blue sapphire, this is exactly as Mother Nature intended. You know, this hasn't been treated to enhance the colour and improve the clarity. It's natural. We've taken this out of the ground. It's gone to our cutting house. It's been cut, faceted and polished, and that's it. It hasn't passed through any other hands. So we haven't got these margins here, there and everywhere. You know, you go to your high street jewellers, you're talking 10, 12 different people that each take their cut before it gets to the retailer, and that's why their margins are so high. We don't have that. This is 40 carats of genuine natural blue sapphire. And do you know what? For those of you that have dreamed of getting this gemstone into your own personal collection for years and years and years, if you've just stumbled upon Jewellery Maker, you will be so glad that you have. If you are brand new, just try us out. I promise you'll be back. Have a look at this.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Shop with us for the first time and you'll receive a free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful gemstone strands in an organza bag, plus a DVD ideal for jewellery making newbies, featuring tutorials essential for getting started and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, shape and colour will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your new free gift, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
Do you know, Rebecca just very quickly told me that you were in Hatton Garden, weren't you? And
Yes,
saw a sapphire ring for £6,000.
£6,000.
Do you know, that is perfectly normal. That is just normal. That is the
That
price
was the
tags.
cheapest one.
That's what they command. Obviously, we're not making a direct comparison, you know, not sure of the location, and I'm sure that sapphire was amazing, both in colour and clarity. But this is the difference, you know, this is the difference that you'll see in your price. It will be reflective in your price point. But 40 carats, I would have to put that with pearls. I'd have to, I think, because of the slight graduation there. Even if it was just one in the centre of a pearl necklace, you're something blue on your wedding day. If it's your family heirloom piece of jewellery, passing £36.95.
I want to cry.
Oh, Rebecca, you can't hear what I can hear. That's not the price.
They don't trust me with that yet.
That is not your price point. £36 and 95 pence. Can I just say a massive, massive congratulations to those of you that have already checked out, because none of you are paying that price tag. You've confirmed, you've got yours. Oh my gosh. Oh. £19.95. £19. That's sapphire. That is natural sapphire. That's do you know what? Sparkle. That is not a word we automatically associate with sapphire because it's so dark in its tone. But because of the way it has been faceted, this is flying out the door. You're going to have to be quick. Jane, Julie, Christine, Collector, Ali, Yasmin, Yvonne, congratulations. Maureen, Beverly, Lindsay, you've just checked out as well. Congratulations, Collector in Gloucestershire. Stella, you've just checked out. Ellen, Hampshire's there. Well done, Collector in the West Midlands. Julian, you've just checked out as well. Christine, congratulations. Holly, you all there on the web. Claire, congratulations in Clackmannanshire. Collector in Essex, you've just got yours. Samantha, you've checked out on the web. These are flying. I'm not surprised.
No,
I am not surprised.
No, you lucky things.
What would you do with your strand, Rebecca?
Oh, like you, it'd be pearls.
Yeah.
But you know the graduated strands of pearls that we do?
Ooh.
So the graduation
Yeah.
between the big pearl in the middle,
Yeah.
and then graduated round,
Oh.
and then some simple drop earrings with the pearl in as well.
Who just thought it? You know, like £19, that's 50 pence per carat. For genuine natural sapphire. Sharon in Argyle and Butte. Congratulations to Alan Hampshire, Collector in England. Well done. Susan in Essex. Catherine, you've just checked yours out as well. There are so many of you with these in baskets right now. Please, please, look at that. If you saw that on a necklace bust in a boutique jeweller's window, honestly, just unbelievable. KG NV13. There are over 30 in baskets right now that have not yet checked out. You've got to do this. You've got to make sure that you are checking out. We are so over allocated right now. Well over allocated. We only started with 36. I've got a single figure quantity right now. So it is fastest fingers first. You're not all going to do it. Do you know, if you're coming through on the phone lines, you can still do it. You can still do this. 0800 644 655. I've got so many people sat there with things in their baskets, with the sapphire in their baskets, that haven't confirmed. You can do this. You've just got to be quick. Well done. Woo! Right. Baltic Cherry Amber. Do you know, I did a little experiment the other week. Well, I had toothache, didn't I? Do you remember? I had toothache and we had a strand of amber on the show. And I said, do you know what? I'm going to try it. I'm just going to try it. Because, as crazy as it sounds, essentially I was teething. It was a wisdom tooth. And it is a fact, apart from the mythical, the myth, folklore and legend, the metaphysical side of it, it is actually a fact that when worn against the skin, it releases something called succinic acid in the body, which is actually an anti-inflammatory. So It is said to be used for pain relief, and this is why a lot of mums will, you know, or you might see a lot of toddlers wearing amber necklaces. You know, it's not probably the fact that actually they're just being brought up as princesses. You know, it's for a purpose. I can remember my husband saying to me, our friend had their little girl Poppy had got an amber necklace on. He was like, "She's 2. Why is she wearing a necklace? Like, why has she got gemstone? Like, why is she wearing?" I was like, "It's for teething. It's what people do."
Yeah.
And I have to be honest with you, I'm not going to say it worked, but I had less pain. And I hadn't taken any painkillers or anything for quite some time. So I'm just putting it out there, just putting it out there. But it has been used for many, many centuries for medicinal purposes. It's never measured in carat weight because it is the least dense gemstone of them all. It's never measured in carat weight. It's always measured in size. So 7 millimeters in size these are. You know, again, I can't say it does work, but if you want to try it, please feel free to do it. This would actually be the perfect strand for doing that as well. 0800 644 655. Millions of years of history locked inside this gem, beautifully organic, and the cherry, that depth of colour that you've got there is stunning. If you've got any of the cognac amber, the green amber, perhaps putting those together would look amazing. Just a simple stretchy with these.
Yes,
would look
that's all you
fab, wouldn't
need.
it? Yeah.
The gem speaks for itself.
That's stunning,
That's
isn't
so
it?
lovely.
These are last of stock. Last of stock. LWGY29. Do be quick to check these out. I'll just give half the strands a count for you. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, and we're approximately halfway. So you're looking at approximately 52 gemstones on that strand. Approximately 52. Well done if you got those. Tanzanite. Put them in with the pearls. Something blue, gemstone of new beginnings you've got here. I see new beginnings. It's a new day today. There's my reason for coming in for these. It's a new day. 40 carats of Tanzanite. 40 carats, beautiful rounds you've got here. 5 to 6 millimeters in size, graduated perfectly. I think delicate earrings with these would look stunning. Just really simple, whether it be bridal or, you know, whether it be a family heirloom piece of jewellery. Just simple earrings with those would look amazing.
Little studs, just with that stone on its own, nothing with it.
They're so blue as well. Tanzanite has been and is a lot of the time graded for its colour. So you may see Tanzanite that is not graded at all. You can find Tanzanite that is graded with 1A, which means it's pale in colour. 2As is moderate, 3As is intense, and 4As is vivid in colour. We did grade Tanzanite and we stopped. The reason being is because we're looking at a parcel that are stranded, if you like. With a lot of the strands, you would find that there would be varying tones throughout one strand, so we couldn't kind of pin it down to one gemstone. So we just thought, you know what, we'll get rid of our grading system and let you make your own mind up. And as I said earlier, it's only ever gone in your favour, it really has. Under, over, got to get it the right way around. Under promise, over deliver. Do you know I say it that way and then I think I got it wrong once. And obviously when you get it, when you get it the wrong way
every
round,
time, doesn't it?
It sounds awful. So I always have to really think about it and then get confirmation from somebody that I've got it the right way around. £64. £64 and 95 pence. How much would you sell that pair of earrings for? If you were putting these into 925 sterling silver, what kind of price point would you pop on those? £34 and 95 pence. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 individual gemstones. 20. TZ NV59 is your code for this one. 0800 644 655 TZ NV59. Maureen, congratulations. Valerie, you've managed to check yours out as well. Get your certificate of authenticity. 30-day money back guarantee is what you have. Do you know what? You are not going to need it, I promise you. Well done if you managed to check those ones out. Start buy time, it's flying.
I've got those.
You've got them,
Yeah.
have you? Have you done anything with them
No,
yet?
I'm just looking at them. They're on my sofa chair
Oh,
table, and I just look at them. They're just so beautiful.
they are exquisite. Just look at the colours. I mean, you've got some in this strand that are so pad paracha in the colour. They are in. I've never seen. In fact, I don't think I've seen. I've seen a strand of Songia sapphire, but it wasn't multicoloured like this. I think they were like a bluey green, almost like a bi-coloured sapphire. Now, this location, it's fair to say it's the location. Songia sapphire. You can see from the strand that we've got here that is just, it's cream of the crop, isn't it? Named after the location from which they come. They are just incredible, and Songia is home to some of the finest sapphires in the world. And do you know what? I think it's fair to say that we've got 10 carats of them right here in this strand. They are so beautiful. This particular region, more often than not, turns out colours that are orange to red in colours. We are seeing so many blues, so many tealy hues, so many incredible greens here. Purples, you know, beautiful purple hues within those sapphires. Your pad paracha hues, your oranges, your yellows in there. I've never seen so much colour in one strand of sapphire. They are absolutely exceptional. The rarest of all the fancy coloured sapphires. 10 carats of the rarest fancy coloured sapphires. 3x1 to 4x3 millimetres in size. The clarity on these, it is unbelievable. I mean, you know, I'm up close and personal. There are very few inclusions, and you know, it's safe to say for me looking at these, there are some there that actually have no inclusions in that are visible to the naked eye. They are exceptional. Do you know, I would be very tempted to multi-buy and have a hoop pair of earrings. Can you imagine a hoop style earrings with these?
They would be lovely. With the movement that you get with that, it would be beautiful.
Just stunning. £39.95. GAJN87 is your code for these. That's not your price tag this afternoon. Collectors, the rarest of all of the fancy colours is what you have here. And I think you got pretty much most colours in your sapphire there. £39.95, not your price tag this afternoon. 0800 644 655. It's Songia. Get your certificate of authenticity with this one. £29.82 for you this afternoon. That is all you are paying for Songia sapphire. Do you know, in your 30 days, have a look around and have a look at what prices you could be paying elsewhere for something like this, for a carat weight like this of beautiful sapphire of this quality, because I think you'd be lucky to find anything in double figures. I don't think you'd find anything near £29.82. GAJN87. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 55, 55, 55. individual Songia sapphires you have on that strand. They are significant individually. They really are beautiful. That works out to just 54 pennies each.
Silly money.
Really is. Really is. JN87. Honestly, Becky, high five. That is incredible. That is the best price I think I've ever seen for Songia Sapphire here at Jewellery Maker, and it's my favourite strand ever as well. 0800 644 655, one postage in any one day, 30-day money back guarantee on your Songia Sapphire for you as well. A massive congratulations if you managed to get that. Just stunning. That's amazing. I wouldn't put that down if I had this strand.
No.
Goodness. Oh, look at these.
Dinky ones.
Oh, these are stunning. These are beautiful. Do you know, different size pearls, different shapes, different sizes will lend themselves to different designs, you know. It might be that we're making a fascinator or a corsage, if you like, and we don't want 10mm rounds, we don't want 7mm rounds. We want that little rice pearl that is delicate, that will stand proud on that wire. It's not going to weigh that tiara twist down, if you like. It's going to stand proud and it's going to look beautiful. That's when we'll want this kind of size for accenting or for attention to detail or something like that.
They make the bottom of tassels, if you're not on the end of tassels.
Ooh.
And you really get the movement going there.
That would look fab, wouldn't it?
And the sound as well.
These colours are just amazing, ranging from the violets. That's violet and lilac. Violets.
You've made a new colour.
Yeah, excellent. Violets. Violets and lilacs. Through to your peaches and your whites and your... I mean, imagine that. Imagine. Delicate bracelet, stacker bracelet, how pretty is that going to look? QU GP17, just £7.95. If you are getting married this year, if you know anybody that is getting married this year, if you specialise in bridal, these are the real deal. They are. You could even stitch these into a veil. You could stitch them into your bodice. You could stitch them into a sash if you wanted to. In fact, they're so affordable. You could use these decoratively on your top table, perhaps, you know. £7.95. QU GP17 is your code for these. 0800 644 655. Check out as soon as you can for those. Oh, look at these. Wow. These are just beautiful. The greens, the blues, the tealy hues. Chrysocolla is the gemstone that Tiffany & Co. use in their designs. In fact, to be perfectly honest with you, I haven't searched for Chrysocolla on Tiffany & Co.'s website for quite some time. But the last time I did, there was one piece of jewellery. One piece of Chrysocolla jewellery. It looked like a gent, I think it was a gent's bracelet actually. There was a significant carat weight in there. It was £300, which I don't think is too bad actually for the significant amount of Chrysocolla and the fact that it was a Tiffany & Co. piece. I was quite surprised. That said, this isn't going to be £300. That said, that wasn't a Jewellery Maker price, £29.95. This is a gemstone that Tiffany & Co. use in their designs. This is gemstone quality. There is no clarity with this gemstone. It's all about the colour, and you've got the most beautiful, beautiful tealy hues within your Chrysocolla here. 95 sterling silver, perfect. £29.95. Oh my gosh, 7 by 6 to 12 by 9 millimetres in size. YV VX72, £14.95. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 individual gemstones. 9 individual gemstones. makes me want to sing that price. Cry to cola.
Oh,
I tell
made
you
me
who
laugh.
can sing. Vicky Carr, who's joining you tonight. She's a trained opera singer.
Is she?
Yeah?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. If you've got aquamarine, get her to sing for you. You got any aquamarine back? It's her favourite gemstone as well. Yeah. She's going to find some now. Honestly, text in while she's on, get her to sing.
Oh, I might have to join
You
in
do.
with her.
Make her sing, Rebecca. When you have aquamarine, ask her
Okay.
about her aquamarine song and she will sing for you.
Okay, I'll join in with her.
Honestly, 40. Can you sing? Oh, I wish I could. It's the one thing I always wish that I could. You know, I can't, I just haven't got it in me. I can't sing.
If
Rubbish.
anybody ever came to my schools looking for me, they'd just say, "Oh, go and listen out for her. She'll be singing somewhere."
Oh, really? Oh. Can you sing, Leah? No. What about you, Beck? Oh, gosh, no. What about you, Ben? No, this is why he plays the keyboard. 14 is in a band. £14.95. YBVX72 is your code for this one. What an amazing, amazing deal. Honestly, I don't think I've seen. In fact, there must be something going on with chrysocolla because it's generally speaking, it's a high-end gemstone, and it still is. But I don't quite know. We must have got a parcel for an incredible deal. That's all I can think
must
of.
have.
That's ridiculous. That price, it really is. YBVX72 is your code for that one. Well done if you managed to get that. Oh, we've got time for some more. Ooh. Oh my days. Look at that for colour and clarity. Do you know? This is why this gemstone is known as the Master of Disguise. And it looks like the finest ruby.
Does it spin out?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it just
Really blood red.
just incredible? The clarity of these is just phenomenal. The colour, they're natural. Look how perfectly colour matched those gemstones are. And that, do you know, the finest, I was going to say ruby then, the finest spinel is said to be that pigeon blood colour. That's exactly what you have. Exactly what you have here. Oh my gosh, that's the finest strand of red spinel. 10.5 carats. If you are watching on the web, just go open up a new tab and type in Imperial Staked Crown. Just above the Cullinan diamond sits the Black Princess Ruby. Called the Black Princess Ruby because it was first thought to be a ruby. It is in fact this very gemstone. Imagine having 10.5 carats of this spinel in your stash. This bracelet. Yeah, this is what the Queen has in her crown. If you go and have a look at the Imperial State crown, yeah, this gemstone. I mean, that sounds pretty decadent, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
Sounds incredible. 2x1 to 1x2 millimeters in size. 2x1 to 3x2 millimeters in size. They are delicate, they are beautiful, and they are just perfect. They really are in terms of clarity and their colour. It doesn't get much finer than this. They are incredibly rich in their colour. ZQVX16 is your code for this one. 0800 644 655 16 centimetre strand. This is for me the strand, the gemstone that deserves solid gold. You know, I wouldn't even contemplate gold plated. It would have to be solid gold, and I would most certainly be taking that for a valuation. In fact, I think it would be my family heirloom piece of jewellery. That is really something quite special. Any anniversaries coming up, what a lovely anniversary gift that would
Wouldn't
make.
it?
Special birthdays, you know. I mean, it really is something to keep, to treasure. and get valued as well. ZQ. VX16 is your code, 0800 644 655, or on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. Now, coming up for you after the break, K2 Jasper Puffy Coins. These are cool. I love these. They are fab. Your K2 Jasper, also known as your Granite Jasper. That's coming up for you in a couple of minutes' time. We'll have as well the first kit in the next hour, which it features ruby.
Ruby.
Beautiful,
Ruby.
Beautiful ruby.
And emerald and sapphire.
Oh, that necklace over there. Oh, meant for me, I tell you. Ruby, emerald, sapphire, 3 of your big 5 in the first kit. Later on, the kit, turquoise. Amazing. Honestly, spoiled this evening you are. Please don't go anywhere, and we'll be back with you in a few minutes' time for your first kit of the evening show. See you in a sec.
It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hello everyone, I'm really looking forward to seeing you on the 22nd of June. I'm doing the morning and the mid show, and all the collections are inspired by American Dreamcatcher designs, and I look forward to bringing you some fabulous inspiration with them throughout the day. There's also going to be the launch of my Peacock Feather Collection booklet, which also has pendants and earrings and necklaces that all go together also with the Dreamcatcher theme. So I look forward to seeing you Saturday 22nd of June, morning and mid show on Jewellery Maker.
Wake up and tune into Jewellery Maker every morning at 8 AM for our early bird special. We have some great offers, amazing deals and great prices to bring to you. So that's 8 AM every morning, and you know what they say, the early bird catches the worm.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Shop with us for the first time and you'll receive a free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful gemstone strands in an organza bag, plus a DVD ideal for jewellery making newbies, featuring tutorials essential for getting started and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, shape and colour will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your new free gift, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
Good evening, welcome back to Jewellery Maker. If you just tuned in, I will be with you for about another 20 minutes or so before Vicky Carr will be joining us and taking over. I'll be bringing you the Star Buy and the first kit very, very soon. Look at this. Thousands of varieties.
So many.
Thousands of varieties of jasper, and all of them so unique and individual. They really are. So different in their markings, their patterns, and collectors, lots of collectors, particularly of this gemstone. So many collectors can tell us exactly the location from those markings. What you have with your K2 jasper, this beautiful blue, it's also known as granite jasper. The blue is actually azurite within the gemstone. So you may have seen malachite azurite before here at Jewellery Maker. That azurite, that blue is your azurite within the jasper that you've got there. It's like, it reminds me, do you remember the ink paper? It's like where you put your ink pen and it just kind of...
just a tiny little blot
you get these little blotches
Yeah.
of ink through. That's what it always reminds me of. I love how unique and individual this is. And obviously having that azurite there, that colour that so many people love, you know, it's the nation's favourite colour that you have there. Everyone loves it, they really do. You've got 60 carats in total of your K2 jasper. Beautiful coins as well, which are perfect, just perfect for rings. You've got the drill hole in the centre there. I mean, take your pick, you know. Do you want a 10mm round as a ring, or would you actually prefer a really big 15mm statement ring with these? It's entirely up to you. Or do you want to keep that graduation in a cuff? That would be nice, wouldn't it? Because essentially you've got that flat side to the gemstone. So they will sit beautifully on the finger, on the wrist if you want that in a bracelet design. Earrings, of course, you know.
Or as a 3-step pendant.
Oh, nice.
So you've got the graduation.
Yeah, that would look lovely, wouldn't it? Just 3 of those. And actually that would work in earrings as well. So you could have the set, couldn't you?
Yes, the small ones are small enough to do that.
0800 644 655, all the way down. Bargain town. £9.95. There's only 24 opportunities left. It is last of stock, so you will need to go. EC VR, not yet. She's not here yet. I'm trying. She's trying to teach me the accent. She said, say photocopier.
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 That's it.
Everyone can do a Geordie accent if you say photocopier. See? Works. It does work. It genuinely works. 0800 644. Everyone's at home now. Photocopier. Photocopier. 0800 644 655. EC VR23 is your code for these at just £9.95. Last of stock. Over half of the stock has already gone. Rosemary in Devon, Susanna in Dorset. 3 collectors there on the web. A massive congratulations. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 individuals. That's 13 pieces of jewellery. Cost less than £1 each. Well done if you managed to check those out. Right. Oh. Wow. Do you know, I don't know, because obviously I was here for the mid-show and then just doing a little bit extra. I have no idea where this kit's going on price. Literally no idea. But what I do know is that we've got the most incredible strand of ruby, emerald and sapphire. 3 of your big 5, a rainbow of colour. I mean, look at this. And if you look very closely, that strand, either side is a mirror image.
Yes.
Somebody has taken the time to not only graduate these for size, but graduate that colour. Now that process in itself, before you think about the mining process, the mining costs, the actual gemstone, the value of the gemstone, just that by itself incredible. I don't have the patience for something like that, to graduate gemstones for size, in colour. Reminds me of a range that we used to have many, many moons ago, back when we were under the umbrella of the Genuine Gemstone Company, a range of incredible one-of-a-kind necklaces that would be ruby, emerald and sapphire specifically, and would sell for thousands of pounds. You know, they were one of a kind, that said. But that's the kind of rainbow of colour that you would have in those designs. I mean, if you want to make a statement, what better way to do it than with 3 of your big 5? You've got 38 carats of your ruby, your emerald and your sapphire. They're faceted rondelles, 2x1 to 5x3 millimetres in size, and that is a 17 centimetre strand. Wow, stop press. Oh, I know. A ruby cabochon, massive ruby cabochon, that is 15 carats in size. 15 carats in a single gemstone. That is an absolute whopper. It's huge. And your wire, 10 metres of your 1mm gauge, 10 metres of your 0.8, 10 metres of your 0.4mm gauge in the champagne gold, which earlier on we had the 1.25mm gauge, flew out. It's one of the most popular colours here at Jewellery Maker. You're loving the champagne gold. It oozes elegance, you know, it looks so high-end, it makes our jewellery pieces look expensive.
It does.
Have a look at the pieces that Rebecca has made with this kit. They are incredible. They are so beautiful. Look at that ruby. Do you know, that looks like the kind of piece that you'd see in a museum. You know, like vintage jewellery that has been worn by a queen gone by or something. That's so incredible.
Thank you.
Really, really beautiful, that design. I'm going to be honest, the other necklace is my favourite. Just because there's so much emerald in there.
Yes, I thought it might be.
It's my favourite gemstone, of course. I love the style of that as well. Isn't that so elegant? That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's very
and it
delicate.
just shows you as well that, you know, even when you have rondelles that are delicate, the impact that they have, even using very few of them as well, it really maximises what you have.
It's giving them the space to shine.
Yeah, that's incredible,
it's when they're
that piece.
clumped up together that
you
can't get the light through them.
I love these. I mean, these are high-end pieces. £44 and 25 pence. Wow.
Just that ruby on its own. You get that in the daylight and there's a shimmer to it.
Wow.
No, like the star rubies.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a star ruby, but there's
You've
an
almost got
element
that
of
silk.
that in there,
Yeah.
the silky colour.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
£44 and 25 pence isn't your price tag. Nobody pays any more than anybody else. You will all only ever pay the final closing price tag. Do you know what? £30 and 78 pennies is all you're paying this afternoon. YLXC40 is your code. That is an amazing, amazing price point. Get checking out for that one. Incredible. So, Rebecca, what are you going to show us then, lovely?
I'm going to show you this bracelet.
Wow. Beautiful.
I'm not one for just dipping and choosing colours. I do like to keep my colours together.
Do you?
Yeah. A bit OCD about
Everyone's different though, aren't they? Yeah, everyone is, and you'll either find that some people are very symmetrical, you know, very perfect, and then other people are very, like myself, very regular, very organic.
Yeah.
All over the
I mean,
place.
the only time I'll usually put red and green together is at that time of year, beginning of the sea.
Love that time
which
of
I'll
year.
refuse to say because it's not
Christmas.
over time yet. Oh!
Sorry, Rebecca. We have Christmas in July. We've got
Well, I know,
we've got
I
like
know.
5
It's
weeks
nearly
to
time.
go, I think.
It's
Yeah.
nearly time.
Yeah.
So I picked the rubies
Okay.
from the centre of the strand because they're the biggest ones.
Lovely.
It's quite a complicated looking piece, but it's actually 3 different segments layered together, so that you get the impression of it being all in one, but it's not actually. So I'm going to take you through the first bit, which is to make this section. Now you will need a very, very long gizmo coil.
I'm just going to pull that over just a little bit, Rebecca. Is that okay?
Yes.
There we go. Lovely jubbly.
There.
Smashing.
You will need a very long gizmo coil. Now, years ago we sold a gizmo tool that was called the Professional,
Yeah.
which had the double-ended and the very long mandrels. Now, I lost my middle one, so I went to my local bike shop and got a spoke from a bicycle spoke, and it works just as well. But if you can't do that, or if you haven't got the Pro set, then use a piece of 0.8, and it takes longer because you've got to do it by hand.
Yeah.
But once you get in the flow of it, just wind 10, push it down, wind 10, push it down, you end up with a very, very long piece. It's actually 38 centimetres long.
Wow.
Okay, you need it that long so we can make this coiled coil in the middle. Okay, so I'm just going to whiz through and make that coiled coil because some people might not have seen that.
Okay.
So I'm going to put it in the middle one. Now, because it's so long, you have to make sure that it doesn't travel down there. You've got to lock it to begin with. Do 3 plain coils to begin with, and then make sure that your coil, is up the top. Once you get going, it's easy. I'll just keep going. Oh, there we go. All the way to the end. Now that's about as much as you would get there from that whole length usually.
Okay.
So we keep going. Keep going. Oh, unwind it slowly if you go too fast. And there we are at the end, and do 3 single ones just to finish it off.
Okay.
Snip that off. Don't need that. Unlock it. And coiled coils come off so much more easily.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. And then you want to tidy up that end, just snip the end off. There. Now, you can get a 1 mil through there. Am I right?
Yeah, so I've got some noise going on in my ear, but it's
that's
fine.
all right.
Squeaking.
Get a 1 mil through. These are enough to go around your wrist, plus a bit extra. Okay. I always do longer than you need because you if you're anything like me, I change my mind at the end about what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So you've got one like that. And you're going to start with another one, same length, and somehow we've got to bind those together.
Okay.
Okay, so you get yourself a nice long piece of your 0.4, which I did have set up, but it's disappeared when the photos come out. Oh, come out. There we are.
Lovely.
Now I've got 2 full arm lengths there.
Right.
That is more than enough.
Yeah.
And I'm used to working with long lengths.
Yeah.
Because there's nobody there to poke in the eye, not like you standing so close to me.
It's fine, I'm used to it. I
only
just tend to
the
step
dog,
back.
and he knows not to come near me when I've got my wire in my hand. And you want the middle of it.
Okay.
Okay. So one end's just going to sit doing nothing for a minute.
Yeah.
No, I've got that one. This one. Find approximately the middle. And you're going to do 2 wraps around that. Okay. Oops. Just keep that piece out of the way. I'm going to take this down because I know I'm going to lean forward and knock my teeth out.
Oh, we don't want that.
Okay. Now, so you've got your wire coming out from underneath, and you're going to put your coil, the middle of it, on top, and then pick both up. Now, your 0.4 is now going to go over a gap in the coil. and do that twice. Don't
Okay.
pull it tight, you're just
Right.
laying it over.
Yeah.
Okay, and do that round the next one. Then you've got to add your third piece in. And you go twice round that one. There we go. Now, this time you're going to go the other way round. There. It's difficult to get it started, but once you're on the go,
Okay.
it's quite good. Come up to the front of that top piece again. Twice around there. So that you're on the top, go twice round. And they do move because you're doing it loosely, so just make sure that it's in the right place. Okay. Then twice round the bottom. This is easily undone if it doesn't go right. This time we're going to go that towards you with it. Towards you and over the back one.
Right.
Once you get in the rhythm, so now we're going to come over the top and under. And because you're following the coil, it just naturally goes where you want it to. To hold it. Right. What I want to do is I want to finish doing this. Once you get to the end with one, just tie it off in the on the middle one, to secure it, and then turn it over and do the other end. Now, if I can get on and do that
of course,
while you sell something,
let's bring you these. These are gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Only 7 of these available. Last of stock's got some beautiful, beautiful irregular pearls. Look at those shapes. They're like drops, aren't they? Just gorgeous. Now, we're calling these silver grey. Grey, we're calling these. But you know what? They've got a very, very light peacock tone to them, if you like. They really have got that beautiful iridescence that gives us some beautiful greens, some stunning pinks, some beautiful purple hues through there as well. They're 10 by 11 to 10 by 13 millimetres in size, and that is a 38 centimetre strand that you've got there. MADP16 is your code, 0800 644 655 is the number that you need to be dialing this evening. You can join us on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. Alternatively, you can tap the app as well if you want to, all the way down to just £17.95 for you this afternoon. Beautiful, beautiful iridescence you've got with these. They look fabulous. You've already got some peacock pearls, or maybe you've got some of the little seed bead pearls that we have here at Jewellery Maker, just as spaces in between, or simply not in with these as well, is a great way of using them. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 33. 33 individual pearls there for just £7.95. Alison in West Lothian, Angela in Surrey, Moira, Deborah, congratulations to you. You've managed to get yours. Right, let's quickly squeeze in these ones for you as well. Slightly different shape. These ones are slightly flatter, so maybe lend themselves to different designs. With that flatter pearl, maybe against the neckline, maybe in a bracelet design, maybe one of these as a ring would look really stunning, wouldn't it? Maybe both of them together in designs. These ones, 10 by 13 to 13 by 17 millimetres in size. Again, you're looking at a 38 centimetre strand there. So averagely, our strands here at Jewellery Maker, 38 centimetres. You can get 2 stretchies from a 38 centimetre, or 2 bracelets. If you were to put them on something like your beading throat, you'd get those on, no problem at all. WEDP43 is your code for these ones, all the way down to £14.95. pence. Remember, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee on these. It doesn't start from today, but it starts from the day that you get these delivered to your door in a couple of days' time. Then you've got 30 days to think about it. If for whatever reason you do change your mind, no quibbles, no quibbles. You can send them right back to us and we'll give you your money back. No questions asked. We don't even ask you why you sent them back. WEDP43 is your code. 0800 644 655. Well done if you have managed to check those out. Now, Rebecca, I'm going to love you and leave you.
Oh,
thank you so much.
It's been really nice to see you again.
Thank you so much. And you,
Really
I'll
nice
see you
to
soon.
see you.
Vicky, see ya.
I love the fact you've got sweets.
I've been trying to explain to everybody that you said to me, if you want to do a Geordie accent, say photocopier.
Perfect.
Yeah, you see, it works. I've been trying to teach everyone to do it.
Photocopier.
Yeah.
Photocopier.
There are other words and I can't remember. There's somebody did teach me them. They taught me them.
Yeah.
And I can't. There are and yeah. But I can't. I just remember photocopier. That was the only
Photocopier.
one that I got.
It's the only word I
She's
can
good.
say.
She's good. You look gorgeous.
You do too.
Yeah, nice to see you, lovely. You all right?
Yes, I'm good at you.
Yeah. It sounds like you've been a bit busy today.
It's been hectic.
Yeah.
It's been very busy. It's flying, and you've got loads of deals as well. You've got some lovely Lauren.
I know, and I get to meet Rebecca for the first
Yes,
time, which
for
is
the
rather
first
exciting.
time.
Hello, Rebecca.
Nice to meet you.
And I've been watching from the gallery. Just
have
watch.
you?
This looks incredible.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful kit.
I'm rushing, trying to get this bit
kit.
done.
Don't you worry. You
the
take your
next
time.
bit.
Right, Vix, I'm going to leave
Lovely
you to
lady,
it.
of course, darling.
Have a lovely evening. I'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Nice one.
Have fun.
And you've got me now.
Fast.
Oh, that's it. Hello, and welcome. Really nice to have your company. I'm Vicky. I haven't seen you for ages.
No, you haven't
I know
been off for
I've
a
not been
long
on for
time.
ages, and I've been off on my family jollies, and you know.
Oh, did you have a nice time?
Yes, we had a lovely time actually. We had a gorgeous time away. Went to the Isles of Scilly, just off Cornwall.
Oh, lovely.
And it was just divine. So yes, nice family time. So had a bit of that, and you know, just been busy with work and all sorts. So it's really nice to have your company. How are you doing? Get in touch with us. Someone come and say hello. Tell us what you've been up to for the last few weeks. I do miss me chats with all of my
Yeah.
friends. So if you don't mind messaging in, it'd be good to hear from you this evening. You can text into 60777. Start your text with the words JM Studio. Tell us what you've been up to. Tell us what you've been making. What have you been doing over the last few weeks while I've been away? Have you been busy? What have you been working with? Have you found any new gemstones that you're in love with? Just get in touch and let's have a bit of a chat, while we then learn some new gorgeous techniques. Now,
Yeah, I'm nearly at the end of this bit because I'm trying to do it neatly.
and
It's difficult when you're live on air and you pick a difficult piece to show.
I know,
Silly
but
me.
actually, it's really nice for us to be able to stop and really learn new techniques.
And it's nice to see something different. I think that's what
exactly,
people have been looking for.
exactly, just
So
something a little bit
I'll
different.
finish this bit off quickly because I want to get on to the next stage.
So you're
And
binding
I can
in.
alter that.
What you
Yes.
work? What length?
What we
of-
did was a coiled coil that was, the original coil was 38 centimetres long,
Okay,
using my bite spoke,
nice.
because we don't do the Pro Gizmo anymore.
Yes.
38 centimetres long, then make that into a coil.
Yes. Twist,
Now,
twist,
a
twist.
coiled coil. And then we've been adding, doing 2 wraps around each side of your of your 1 mil wire. 2 wraps around each side, 2 coils around the coiled coil, so it's a coiled coil.
But then an extra coil. Nice. Got it.
2 wraps around the bottom, 2 wraps around the coil, 2 wraps around the top, until you get to the end. Now I've missed a few.
You're almost like channel setting, aren't you?
Yeah, it is. It's channel setting a coil. if you
Coil,
like.
yeah.
Well, now we're going to channel set the rubies.
Okay.
Okay. So you need some more wire.
And what do you use next? What wire do you
It's
use?
the 0.4.
Okay. And you use a lot of what? 0.4 then?
This
is that your
is
go-to?
a very intensive. Now, actually, personally, my go-to is 0.25.
Oh, is it? Just a lighter?
I like the 0.6 and the 0.25 for the
interesting.
detail that you can get in a piece. But I do a lot of 0.4 as well for different pieces.
Yes.
Particularly in
Depends
sculpture
on what
work.
you need.
Yeah.
So you're getting a lot. I mean, you're not holding
Yeah.
back on us here.
No, I'm not. I mean, this is a heavy piece for wire,
Yes.
but I have got such a huge stock of wire that and
Make the most of it.
you know, anything that I don't use goes in a little pot and goes for making earring findings, jump rings, anything like that.
Make the most of what you've
Yeah.
got. Yeah.
Now, again, we're working from the middle,
Outwards.
going outwards one way. So you're going to find the middle and go in between two of your two loops where you attach the gizmo. That's about the middle. Okay, and again wrap twice round. And all this gubbins in the middle is going to be hidden by the third layer that we're going to put on. It's a really layered piece. So you've got 2 wraps around there, and you're going to pick up your biggest ruby.
So you've already selected, you've already got your rubies out from the mixed gem strand.
Yeah, they were ready. Whatchamacallit? Graded in size.
Yes.
In the middle of the strand. So I checked them for the holes. Well, I had checked them for the holes, but when I first sat down, I dropped the whole lot on the floor. As I do.
Welcome to live television.
Yes. So, you've gone round there.
Yeah.
Now you're going to find the matching spot on the other side. Again, none of these match, but it doesn't matter because they move really easily. And you're going to go twice round in between 2 of your 2 loops that you've put on before.
So twice round.
And then pull it close so that your ruby sits flat against both those 1mm wires. Okay, and wrap round again. So you're going twice round. Okay, then get yourself into the next gap. Again, it doesn't matter how untidy this bit is, thank goodness, because you won't be able to see it when we put the next bit. Oh, you see they're going all over the place. And you want to come up there in order to get your next ruby on. Which is my next one. Yeah.
Look.
And then you put that. So there's a gap in between your gemstones. You don't want them close together.
So you don't want them kissing each other?
No, because the next stage is going to be putting this crisscross.
Oh, can I show everybody that? Would that be okay? So you want to have a little bit of
yes,
space.
You want to have. That's why when we go round the coiled coil, it gives you an automatic 2-step gap.
Yes.
And so you're alternating between the 2.
It's kind of facilitating the space that you need. Yeah.
It is. And the wire that's going... That's the problem with working with so many wires. The air does go a bit blue in my house.
That's it.
There we go. Yeah. Missed it. Got to go down there. It's coming up and undid it.
So you're just almost like locking them in place.
Yeah,
then,
that's all it is. It's just locking it.
Just get a bit fiddly with all of those wires.
It does, and we've got lots of spare wires. Now, I've forgotten one step. In between each ruby, you need to come back down to the bottom again because you need a space to anchor your next wire onto.
Okay, so say that again for me.
In between each ruby, come
Can you
down.
pull your
yeah,
hands
sorry.
just so I
go
can
to
have
the
a look?
next.
There. That's it. So we've got to go.
So you've made a sort of a bar of wire
Yes.
there. You see?
Yeah, yeah.
Then you put your next gemstone on. These go on. There we go. And it will sit there. So you're going to lock round there,
Yes.
go to the next one, make
Yes.
a bar.
And the bar, why do you need the bar? What's...
Because the bar is what these are going to cross over and lock onto.
I wondered if it was a specific requirement so that you had... I'll show you.
It's what goes in the background.
So if you don't have the bar, you don't get to lock in the next part of the wire. Can you see how you've got this framework? So if you don't have the bar underneath, then you can't create that pincered approach to the outer wire. So you've just got to layer.
Yeah.
So that you've got the next, you've almost got the foundations to the next next section.
That's right.
Okay, Bill.
So I'm getting there. Do you want to...
Should we do another deal?
Do another deal.
Is that all right?
Well, I do a few more of these, just so we've got
Amazing.
enough.
Right, I'm going to go
show the
straight
next
on then,
stage.
and I'm going to introduce, well, I mean, you've got obviously the platform of ruby that you're working with.
Yes.
So how about we add that definitive of even more opportunity to work with beautiful ruby like you have here. And I mean, it really is just classic colour of ruby. It's one of those gemstones that just has an instant reaction, visually reactive, luxury reactive, drama reactive. I mean, it is everything you could possibly want. 30 carats of graduated ruby here. You've got the distinction of 2x1 to 4x2. So we are talking about really workable. And actually, you probably could play with some of the sizes here if you wanted to give a little bit more, maybe graduation. Perhaps if you wanted to work with them and give a little bit more definition to certain parts of the design.
Yes, you could. You could actually put one on
I was just thinking
in between those there. So you've got a frill at the edge.
So you see the outer boundaries here of the design, just sitting over the top, this part, you could, if you wanted to, if you didn't want to just have the centre runway, you could actually have them giving a little bit of, I mean, maybe a little bit more spacious, but like so, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could.
Perfect. That would be lovely, especially because of the size of them and the shape of them. I think they would work very well with that form of the design. These have got so much quality of colour, instant to react to that quality. And talk about instant, how about an instant deal? £14.95 is all you're going to pay for that fabulous quality. Graduated size, as I say, 2x1 to 4x2, will facilitate real detail into your designs. And that's the thing about the graduations. It's really quite nice to have the variety, isn't it?
It is. I like having the same size gemstones sometimes, so you get that uniformity. But when the work's been done for you like that,
I know.
And when you want a graduation on a bracelet with something really special like that, and you want to put it on a slider bracelet, maybe it's done.
And I think also what's great is that you've kind of got the freedom to be able to do multiple designs from one graduation. You might want to use the smaller ones for earrings. You might want to use the larger ones for a bracelet.
Yes.
And by having that variety, it really helps to make a suite of jewellery from one great price tag.
That's right.
£14.95. If you've already bought from us today, don't forget you can add to your order as many times as you like on that single post and packaging. Just £3.95 for the whole day. That takes you through to midnight tonight. If you do want to join us, well, of course, we've got a free phone number at the bottom of the screen there. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com, or alternatively, we do have the app service, so loads of different ways of getting involved. And it's about getting impact to your designs, and adding impact is colour, it's quality, it's gemstones of precious nature. You know, that's how you can really add the status to your jewellery collection. You can do that right now for just £14.95. Stay on those lines if you're joining us there. We're giving you luxury all the way, and I'm ready to make that into a bracelet on its own, but actually with the gold, it really elevates.
It does.
I do think rubies with gold
makes it look redder.
Yes, and it makes it really opulent.
It does.
There's a real sense of the high regal qualities when you see them together with the gold. Now, you're now binding it even more.
Yes.
So you're just creating that runway.
That I've got enough rubies to go to the end of my run. So I picked 9 for this.
Okay.
But it's not going to go quite to the end. Because the ones that I wanted to finish the top 4 on the floor.
Yes, that's all right.
But we're nearly there. I'll just put a couple more on just so I can show you the middle bit.
So you're going to show us how to do the binding bit.
Shall
Can we do one more deal while we're waiting? Because Rebecca's still got some, about 2 or 3 to do. So we'll go to another deal while we've got the chance so that you've got another opportunity. Let's go to... That's a lot. Is it kyanite? Is it? Well, I haven't seen kyanite like this for a very long time. You know, I genuinely am trying to rack through. I cannot remember. I mean, we've seen rounds, we've done varieties of cabochons, etc. But nuggets. And when you start to think about, you know, not just a gesture of nuggets, 260 carats of nugget. We've got a gemstone that has a regality to it. But the reason that I don't think you're going to see many gemstones like this, or in particular strands like this, very simple. You know, when you cut this gemstone, it goes from blue, when you cut it right, that if then you cut it to a different axis on the crystal form, it loses its colour altogether. So the reason that you don't get many nuggets like this is because it's really difficult to get the cut right to get the colour. So if you cut it wrong, you lose the colour altogether. And the truth of the matter is, and I'll show you it in this crystal because it's really easy to see it here. I mean, it's a simple example of, if you cut it along one axis, you'll gain the colour. If you cut it against the axis, the colour disappears. And the simple facts are, is that on a shape like this, especially with nuggets in the smaller size, you're asking a lot of the cutter to be able to cut the blue and not to lose the colour altogether.
Yes, that's right.
I mean, that's why you don't see strands like this. No! That's brilliant! That is a brilliant price tag. I mean, just for the size and the shape, to get that colour is pretty epic. I mean, that is top skills from lapidary work, because it has to still be cut. Don't forget, you know, even on nuggets like this, you have to get a shape and a form, right? You have to, it's not like we're just suddenly just grasping these from nature and then they've got a drill hole through them, etc. You know, they have to be cut, shaped, drilled. That for £4.95, not for this kind of gemstone. Really quite incredible quality. £4.95, less than a fiver. What do you spend £5 on these days that gives you that type of status? I mean, a fiver? Amazing. £2.60 is all you're paying. £2.60, huge deal that. At £2.60, 260 carats for £4.95. It's getting me cutting my numbers all mixed up there. Get me numbers mixed up. Right, so now you've got...
Right, we've got as many as I need for the demo bit.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're going to take what next?
We're going to take, this is 0.8.
Ah. So this is the higher gauge, and essentially what you're going to show us is just the running in
That's
of
right.
like that almost bezel finish to each stone.
That's right. So you need a little bit longer than your bracelet length, your 1 mil that you got.
Okay.
Again, you're going to have bits left over, but with the wire at this price,
You don't mind?
no. You need 2 of those.
Okay. Oh, you're running with 2
yeah,
at the
you
same
run
time.
with 2,
Crikey,
starting
more
at
wire.
one end.
More wire.
More wire.
That's a heavy piece then, really, isn't it?
It
You're
is.
ladling it on.
Right, now we're going to lay these on top. Where's that wire gone? Let me just get that 0.4 out. We're going to use the 0.4 that you've just been making your bridges with.
Yes.
I'm just going to secure that one a bit more. Bring it back up again, if I can get in there. There we are. Okay, now we're going to lay these on top. And you're going to wrap the 0.4 over those 2. Don't worry if they get crossed or anything like that. Go down behind the 0.1 again. And this time you're going to go look at the back and find the bridge that you made.
Can you show everybody just under there, just so that they can see
Find
where
the
you're
bridge
looking for the bridge?
that you made and go down there in the middle. And it will catch on that bridge. and you go over your 2 0.8 again
Yeah.
and back down on the opposite side of the bridge that you just went up. So that has locked those in place. You've got a double wire over them that locks it. Now you're going to take one of those wires, take your top one and bring it down, around, like that, and bring the other one over the top and down. So you've got one going up and one coming down around your gemstone. And from the back, you're going to bring your 0.4 up on the left-hand side of the next bridge that is on the right of your gemstone. It's just like stitching these together. Then you cross over where you've got your 0.8 crossed, go that way a bit. Where you've got your 0.8 crossed, you're going to go over that cross, down the left of your gemstone, but the right of your bridge. So you're stitching the 0.8 onto your 0.4 bridge, like that. Do that twice to make sure it's really secure. Over the bridge. Oh, where's it gone? There. They tend to look the same after a while. So you've got a double 0.4 going over your bezel bit. Go down there. Okay?
Yes.
Then, which one did we do first last time? We did the top one first, didn't we? So try and make it, it doesn't matter, but if you try and do the same one each time, it just gives a bit of uniformity to the piece. So you bring your top one to the bottom, around the gem, and the bottom one around your ruby up to the top, and you stitch again over that cross.
And you just
And you do
knitting
that
them in
all the way along.
right across, and that creates that beautiful. It does look like almost just bezel setting. Gives each ruby
It really
its own
makes them stand
platform.
out.
It
Really
feels
makes
like
them stand out.
Cartier are doing exactly the same at the moment. Cartier, you know, some of the big designers very, very heavy on the like channel setting and letting the gemstones be almost all as one. But actually, there's Cartier De Beers have started doing it with their diamonds as well, where they're doing exactly that.
Right.
Even in a channel setting, they're letting each stone sit in a setting, so they're bezel setting. They're framing each one, so you're almost just replicating the designer look in that.
No, they got the idea from me.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But it takes that solitaire to another extent.
It does.
It frames it. It gives it a little bit of a profile.
It makes them glow so much more if you've
Yeah,
got
it
that
really
there.
does. It gives it a moment. Each one a moment, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Gorgeous look there.
I mean, as you're
Congratulations
working
if you
with
got
it,
that kit. Amazing.
They do move, but the more you do it, the better it is. And make sure, you know, take your time. I'm rushing it today. And I shall go home and I shall tear this to pieces and do it all again.
Start all over again.
But I've done one with Labradorite rondelles, and when you can really pick out the Labrador essence in those and
Beautiful.
get them to shine, it's lovely. Because this sort of design, it's open at the back, the light can come through, and it really makes them pop.
Gorgeous.
Okay, so you do that all the way to the end, and then you've got all these lovely wires left, and you can do whatever you like with them.
So you've closed
What
them
I
off.
did-
I was just
yeah,
going to say,
what
you've just
I
closed
did-
yours off, haven't you?
The middle ones that we're doing the bezel with, I twisted to give another detail in the middle. And then the ones on the outside, I wrapped over, 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 over.
Yeah.
And cut them off on the back and used my pliers to pinch them back towards each other. And then I just did a double 2x2 chain mail and a clasp on the end.
Just like that.
So you can do that to fit then. Because no matter how long a piece of mandrel you've got, you're not going to get one long enough to go all the way around your wrist.
Yes. So you've got that opportunity
Yes.
to be able to finish it off as you like, haven't
Yes.
you? Gorgeous. Thank you so much for that. That's
Okay.
amazing, step by step. Absolutely gorgeous to see something different as well. So thanks for that.
Thank you.
Gorgeous. We have got so much still to fit in, loads to look forward to, including the big deal at 8 o'clock. And we also have a mini showcase for you of something a little bit different for your collection. First time I've ever presented it. And I've worked with gemstones for nearly 15 years. So let's do it right now.
Is that the
It's oh no.
No.
Brand new gemstone, right? And I've never presented it before, right? I've heard of it before because actually when you start to research gemstones like this, there's 3 different gemstones that you would probably associate, or 3, that was not even gemstones, 3 different forms that would sit within this same boundary. This is between 95 and 98% pure carbon.
Really?
What other gemstone is pure carbon?
Diamond.
Exactly.
Wow.
So you have in this the potential, if it wanted to be, and you can kind of see because of the way that it's lustrous,
Oh, it is. It's
that
beautiful.
it has that same kind of pure quality of light
Wow.
reaction. Amazing. Now this is.
Shungite.
It's amazing, this gemstone, because essentially it's not really a crystal at all,
No.
because it has no crystalline makeup whatsoever. So there's no crystal composition. This is not like a diamond in the sense that a diamond has a cubic or an isometric form, so it crystallizes. This does not do that. It actually has a unique form, and it's formed in such an extraordinary environment that it's really, really hard to come by of this grade. And it's the grade that is the difference, because what you can get in this stone is lots of different varieties of finish, right? The best, the finest is what you're seeing here, is what you'd call the brightest, right? And bright is about the luster. It's how the light reacts over the surface of the gemstone, okay? So this is, you'd get bright, you'd get, and it kind of goes bright to dull. That's the best way to describe it. And if I show you this, now, am I doing the faceted barrels first? Or the plain barrels? Okay, let's do these ones then. Look at how gorgeous that high luster there is. Now, I've got to ask the question, have you ever seen this before?
There has been some shungite on, but not these
I've
shapes I've
Never seen anything like this before. And as I say, I've worked in the industry for a very long time, and I love the fact that we're going to the definitive location for this stone, because if you're going to go anywhere, you're going to go to the Ural Mountains of Russia. You're going to go to the elite location. And actually, this one location is defined by its source, because this stone was actually found in Shunga. It's a village, and that's why it's got its name. Shungite is because of where it was found in Russia itself. So when we start to talk about the main deposit of this stone, and we're talking it's Lake Onega, that's where you find this gemstone, and the town that sits beside it, should I say the village that sits beside it, is where the name derives from. So this is essentially original source shungite. This is from the main deposit. This is from probably the leading quality location that you're going to get for this stone. And it comes within an extraordinary environment. You think about all of the world-leading Russian gemstones that there are. You know that Russia is a creme de la creme location for world-leading gemstones, from the likes of Alexandrite to Russian diamonds, to, of course, feature peridots. You know, Russia has established itself as one of the defining locations, and this is sitting within that same boundary. From the location, the original location in Russia, we're offering you this ultimate strand of shunganite. You've got your graduated plain barrels that take you from shapes of nice simple torpedoes to big bold statements. And actually, when you start to think about the dynamic of the design that you could make with this, I mean, actually, we've just learned a wonderful technique there. You could imagine that as a runway within the bracelet you've just made. That would be dramatic, especially against the gold. And then the high luster, you've got it all going on here. 14 centimetre strand that you have here. Now, don't forget, the grade that you look at here is some of the finest. It's from one of the best places in the world. And on top of that, not only is it from the best place, you've got some of the finest. So we've literally gone creme de la creme because you've got the brightness. Now, any other gemstone you'd call luster, this is a brightness. So if you want to get the right technical ways of describing the grade of this stone, it's the brightness. So it goes within that bright, semi-bright, semi-dull and dull. What is this? You know it. It is bright reaction, high sheen that you get there. Luxury all the way. The price we should be ordering at, hang on, should be at 44. We're going to do what? Under £30 for this incredible collector's deal. I mean, truly, to get gem quality of this stone is very, very difficult. But to get 35 carat, to get not just one or two, but a full strand of jewellery maker potential. It's so exciting to be a collector of something different. It's so exciting to get the individuality to your jewellery designs. You know, think about it. You could work with a whole host of other gemstones, but if you want originality to your designs, this is a very special stone. And what makes it even more fascinating is that this stone cannot be affected by heat or pressure. It does not change at all via heat or pressure.
Amazing.
So unlike any of the other gemstones which are reactionary to heat, I mean, you think about some of the gemstones you expose heat to make them look good. Aquamarine is one of them.
That's right.
You know, aquamarine and heat, that's when you trace, you get rid of the green trace and you get the blues. You know, most gemstones react to heat or pressure to enhance. This doesn't. This has no reaction because it's not crystalline. It doesn't have a crystal composition. And that also changes the feel, because actually what's amazing about this, have you felt how light it is?
Oh, I was expecting that to be really heavy.
Exactly.
Because you said carbon.
Exactly. No. That's the extraordinary part about it.
Amberish weight.
Isn't it?
That's amazing.
And you say that, why is it similar to amber?
Oh, because it's...
doesn't have a crystal,
not a
it's
crystal
organic,
structure.
exactly, and therefore it doesn't have the density. And so it's so different. And yet what's amazing is that as there's similarities of diamond in terms of its potential, and yet the reaction of Mother Nature has changed it totally. Amazing. And I think this might be one of my favourite strands. And the reason I think this is one of my favourite strands is because it highlights the brightness. It really shows you that incredible high sheen reaction that you're getting. This is lovely. I mean, this is almost vitreous. It's got such a high sheen.
Very
Love it. You can tell it's top grade. You can tell we've gone to the best place and then got the best grade. You can tell that because the way the light is playing is just second to none. You know what I would do with these? I'd kind of set them independently so they could rotate. So that you've got that like kind of movement. I'd almost want them to be sitting.
I'd have them in a wirework structure around the outside, and they can move in the middle.
Exactly. Yeah, I want a case, like some kind of case to just give it like a little shimmer. Absolutely gorgeous. And you really, if you think about it, you only need one to have that as a highlight to your design, wouldn't you? You don't need to use the whole lot.
They make very good twiddle stones.
Nice.
I call them. Do you know what I mean?
Like
Worry
movement,
stones.
exactly. You've got here £29.95 again. What is that about? great quality, huge opportunity, and something so different for your collection. So nice to work with something totally unique. And as I say, for somebody like myself, I pride myself in knowing my gemstones. And yes, I've heard of this stone before, but I've never seen it before in this grade. Gem quality, I'd suggest, with this lustrous luxury. I'm going to call it luster because I guess that's how we would normally add the definition of detail to the way the light is reacting. But as I say, the actual way to describe it is bright, which means high radiance of that luxury shimmer. Beautiful distinction within these puffy coins. The combination of size ranges from 4 to 10 millimetre. You're looking here at plenty of detail into your designs and adding that something unique. You know, how many times have you seen this gemstone being worked with by jewellers the world over? The reality is you won't see that many because it's so difficult to come by, especially when we go to this defining location, this incredible one location, first described because of that location in Shunga, but now found still as the main deposit within that nearby Lake Onega location. You've got something very special here, huge opportunity, gorgeous qualities, a gemstone that I guess in some ways, when you start to say, has a consistency of more than 98% of carbon. That's a pretty incredible ratio, isn't it? And I think you can see how that ratio is reflecting the beauty within the stone. Gorgeous look, a great graduation of size where you've got 4 mil all the way graduating to your 10 mil. There's quite a high vitreous or metallic-like quality to these that's really so different to anything else. There's no point in comparing this to anything. Literally, I'm not going to compare it to onyx. I'm not going to talk. I mean, you said jet, and I guess actually, if I'm going to compare it, it's an organic jet, obviously organic. Again, so perhaps that's the principles of aesthetic value that you have there. $34.95. Wonderful, wonderful detail. I just want to show you that on the wrist just so you can see. It feels really good because it's so light. It's just got that easy wearability. Wait till you get it home, you'll see what I mean. The density, so the lightness of it is really workable. Gorgeous look there, £34.95. Now, obviously, we're heading towards 8 o'clock, which means we're heading to the one to own. Oh, it's a big one today. Oh, green, opal, and chalcedony. I mean, a dream, an absolute dream of a combination. So looking forward to being able to that break a time now. But straight after, the one to own is coming your way.
The Jewellery Maker phone is free from a UK landline, so call us today to place your order.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Shop with us for the first time and you'll receive a free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful gemstone strands in an organza bag, plus a DVD ideal for jewellery making newbies, featuring tutorials essential for getting started and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, shape and colour will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your new free gift, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
Hello everyone, I'm really looking forward to seeing you on the 22nd of June. I'm doing the morning and the mid-show, and all the collections are inspired by American Dreamcatcher designs, and I look forward to bringing you some fabulous inspiration with them throughout the day. There's also going to be the launch of my Peacock Feather Collection booklet, which also has pendants and earrings and necklaces that all go together also with the Dreamcatcher theme. So I look forward to seeing you Saturday 22nd of June, morning and mid-show on Jewellery Maker.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Well, this is pretty incredible. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. As gemstones go, if you want something that has an individuality and a personality, if you want something that is going to just truly offer you something really different, nailed. 100% nailed. Now, I think in my mind, when I start to think about the jewellery that I like to make something that makes people go, oh, that's not, oh, that's different. I like the idea of having something that really not everybody else has got the freedom to be able to either work with, or, you know, if they do, that my designs or my feature is something that is personal to me. Well, the shape of these is going to offer that personality. The pattern and the print, I've never seen anything like it. There is not one gemstone that you can relate this to. There is no point in saying, oh, it has a little bit of this and it could be a little bit of that. There is nothing, literally nothing, that I can give to you in terms of our vaults right now to match what you've got here. And all I can say is that when you see it, I think it's just going to be an instant wow. That gemstone has got to be mine. There is so much to appreciate. Let me take you, I'm going to take you to the centerpiece first. I'm only going to show you one just so you can see it independently on its own, so you can see the quality of this as a signature piece for your collection. Honestly. Think about it. Think of all the loads of gorgeous different patterns and prints that we get from like jasper. Just think about what you can get from different agates with the banding, all of those different stones, all well and good, but nothing like what you're seeing here. There is nothing, and I'm going to happily say this over and over again, there's nothing to compare. There is total individuality. And I'm going to flip this over so you can see it double-sided. And it looks like that. I'll show you again so you can see the independent, unique patterning from both sides. And that's just one. And the drill hole runs right through the centre. So it really means that your designs are going to be really contemporary. It means that you've got some really unique ways of blending the designs. You might use these perhaps in a tapered look. You might perhaps want to use them on the finger and use that as a centerpiece to a ring. There's so much. Now, if I show you that on its own, it looks amazing. But look at those together. So much to appreciate from this combination. Absolutely impeccable detail in each pattern and print. And every single one is really giving you that unique matrix. And I'll rotate it round so you can see all different. I'm going to keep on going because this is a combination of not just a handful, but what about this? Multiples of these wonderful graduated faceted bars. And they are truncated bars. And again, you know what it could have been is a very simple up and down rectangle, but instead our lapidarists have really gone to town to make sure that when you get that form to work with, you've got truncated edges. Now if I just profile that, you could have had straight flat shape, but instead you've got top table, truncated edge, you've got then your edge, you then going truncated, table and around. So you've got so much shape. To the sides, still again, you know, we could have just done the truncated to the longer lengths. No, we truncate to the edge. So you've got that beautiful shape and form, giving you that finesse. I've never seen anything like this before. You've got green, opal and chalcedony. I mean, as collaborations go, they're pretty special independently, but as a collision of unique quality, this is the only place I know of that does such an extraordinary mix in terms of beauty. All the way from Peru, you've got chalcedony, which of course has got that almost matte form of quartz-like qualities, and then you've got the green opal running, veining throughout this design, creating almost, you know, there's a slight mossiness to it. There's almost like a beautiful, I would say, earthiness to the texture that you have there. But every single one is different. I mean, look at that one, where you've got much more. Oh, well, look at that. Can you see that? And if I flip it over, if you see that one, but if I put it alongside the next one, totally different. They each have that almost independent works of art quality to it. I've never seen anything like this. I am delighted to have the chance to be able to introduce this to you. And to introduce it at £22.95 seems very, very reasonable for something that is so different. You've got a combination of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 in total of this arrangement, so plenty of jewellery designs to be influenced by this luxury strand. An amazing deal that you have, a huge opportunity, but guess what? The one to own today is not £22.95. We're going to bring you your very own unique opportunity. You've got personality, you've got pattern and print, you've got it all. Green opal, chalcedony, wow, £14.95 is all you pay. What a deal. What a chance to really make a difference to your collection, to get that unique detail to your designs. And I think it's so, you mustn't underestimate how exciting it is to get this kind of unique addition. You know, it's often a case where you could talk about design, but you've got to use the right ingredients to get the best out of your design. And getting those ingredients that have individuality, unique personality is going to work even better. £14.95. Hold those phone lines if you're joining us. Don't forget, you got a 30-day money-back guarantee, and I think in some ways that 30 days is not going to be used. 30 seconds, and you'll see the capacity of beauty from these designs. You'll see how they can work. I actually quite like the idea of having a bib-style necklace just like that, you know, giving you that freedom, you know, almost just giving you that impact in a full necklace, because it's going to be something that people are going to, you know, want to know about. You may as well do it in style, make a bold necklace and give you that style. The luxury of these is that because they're centre drilled, you've got loads of diversity, so much difference to get out of one strand, and you've got that strand for £14.95. Big opportunity. It's today's must-have. It's the one you don't want to miss out on, and it's £14.95. That's a lot. I mean, did I say there was 13 on that strand? 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. I did. Was that one? That's what, just over £1? £1.50? No, not even that. £1.30, isn't it? £1.15. Gosh, £1.15 for each one of those. There's a lot of jewellery to be made, a lot of opportunity to be had. Congratulations if you got that. Right, we've got lots and lots to fit in within this hour. Thanks so much for joining us. It's Wednesday, believe it or not. Ooh. Oh, now that is nice. That's a lot of aquamarine, you know. Look. That's a 98 centimetre, so we're heading towards a metre. Heading towards a metre of aquamarine. That's huge, isn't it? A huge opportunity. What song do you think I can sing? Sing the aquamarine song. Oh, it's not my... It is. Oh, I see. I was singing my aquamarine song. I haven't got it right. I'll have to change it because it's normally to Ave Maria, and I normally Santa Maria aquamarine. That's I've got Santa Maria, Santa Maria. Aquamarine. Thank you. Oh, I was thinking, what aquamarine song do I know? Pluck that one out from somewhere. You've got here your aquamarine. Now it's not actually from Santa Maria. And I'm telling you that because it's from Mozambique. And actually these days, Mozambique is the finest grade to get that representation of Santa Maria. You can't really source a lot of Santa Maria Brazilian aquamarine anymore because it's just not coming from ground. But the Mozambique grade has got all of that crisp, clean, purity of blue that aquamarine is renowned for. You can see that with this close-up because we've got nothing to hide to that beautiful freshness of blue, that real, I'd say that pastel quality is luxurious, second to none. Aquamarine, 145 carats is no holes barred quantity and a lot to work with. You know what I can imagine? Memory wire bracelets. You know, something really simple where you just wrap and wrap and wrap that gorgeous gemstone around the wrist. Can you imagine that? Maybe a 3 or 4 memory wire bracelet, just like that. Look amazing. Absolutely gorgeous because the blue is so crisp and clear. You've got so much of that tranquil quality. Nice, maybe, yeah, cuff style bracelet. If you want to, perhaps you would like to do some kind of knitting design, you know, perhaps you want to do ladder weave or perhaps you want to create crochet. Crocheting with this colour would be great as well, wouldn't it? You know, nice clear thread and just crocheting so you just got those little smatterings, almost like raindrops of colour coming through the design. There's loads of potential with this and we are looking at just shy of a metre. You are kidding me. Just shy of a metre of aquamarine. Are we doing what? That is a total bargain. I mean, I know I'm not supposed to say that. I'm not supposed to say that, but I'm happy to say it because I will stand by the fact that's a lot of aquamarine and that's a lot of jewellery making for £4. When you think of £4.95, right? When you think of £4.95, let's go to our hobby and crafting shops, right? Let's go to the, you know, the way perhaps you could parallel £4.95. Do you walk away in any hobby and crafting shop that you know of with this quality, this quantity and this opportunity for less than a £5? Of course you don't. I mean, it would be ludicrous to, they'd probably suggest that they'd be out of business. The reason that we can do it is because of our buying power, because we have got such great buying teams and because we have people who transmit their, I guess that it's their desire to get the best to you into deals like this one. The price point goes under £5. That looks gorgeous like that. I mean, you'd think for £5 you would have to compromise, wouldn't you? You'd think you'd have to compromise on the quality. You'd think you'd compromise on the colour. You'd think, no compromising here. I said, no, we're giving you the whole deal. And we're doing it for just £4.95. So much potential there. I want to see memory wire bracelets with that. I just think that that colour would just look gorgeous wrapped around the wrist. Lord, would be actually quite nice for a ring as well, wouldn't it? That'd be quite nice. Yeah, loads of potential. Congratulations. £4.95. That is a steal of a deal. I love that. We're going straight on to... Oh, I like this colour, mind. Oh, this makes me want to go on holiday. I've just come back. Well, you know, go on holiday again. I mean, you know, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? We went to the Isles of Scilly. I know, just off Cornwall. But it's just gorgeous. The Isles of Scilly are just a really special place. It's where my husband proposed to me many, many years ago. And so we take our kids now and take the children. And so it's quite sentimental. When we go, it's got quite a lot of emotional connections. And yeah, we have such a beautiful time. And it's one of those places that even when you're not in the blistering sunshine, you kind of get home and you look at yourself and you go, oh, I've caught the sun. How's that happened? It's strange. It's one of those, a little bit of a microclimate. It must be. But it's a gorgeous place. But I try not to tell too many people about it just because I don't want everybody else to go. Yes. Take a look. I've just told everybody. Take a look at this huge opportunity to get that tropical blue. That looks lush. Love that colour. Love that. For me, that just makes me go holiday. That just makes me think of, but you know what's nice about that? That's a holiday colour. But then if you went to translate that into a winter collection, that would look gorgeous against nice chocolatey colours, you know, or maybe your nice cashmeres. That colour would just pop. It would just pop. That's good. Oh. I question if this is sky blue. Because I don't think that there's not many skies around that look that blue now, do they? No. This is much more neon. This is much brighter.
Mediterranean blue.
Oh, isn't it? Aegean blue, maybe. Oh, yeah. Let's do a little bit of diving into the water. Ooh, wouldn't you like that? I mean, we'd have to have a cocktail. I mean, that's the first thing. If we're going to the beach, a nice cocktail, pina colada. If you like pina colada and getting caught in the rain. I'm going strawberry daiquiri myself. I like a little bit of a fruity strawberry daiquiri. Don't mind.
No, I'm a gin and tonic girl.
Gin and tonic. We're going for a gin and tonic over there.
Yeah.
That's
and my
it.
latest is pink grapefruit gin. That is
nice.
Oh,
we'll take
gorgeous.
that. We'll take. What? That is a sellout at £7.95. It's because we were singing. If you like pina colada. Right, congratulations. Love that colour. More of that colour, please. 24. Oh, no, this would go very nicely with it, though. This would be really complimentary. You know, if you just want something softer, a little bit more delicate, something that's got a little bit more gentility to it, you've got that freshness, femininity, you've got it all. You've got it all in this strand. Now, your strand runs from 4 to 6 mil. 4 mil to the smallest, 6 mil. They look bigger than 6 mil, don't they? They look like they could be 8 mil. Now, I know that there obviously are 6 mil, but they do look bigger. I wonder if it's the...
Because of the graduation.
Yeah, isn't it? If I did that and just held that there, I mean, you do see that graduation. You kind of go, oh yeah, well that's definitely 4, got that. But no, that is definitely an impact of arrangement. It is 6 mil. I'm just saying they look bigger. Maybe it's the colour against the black. It just looks larger. A huge opportunity that you have here. There's 70 carats of your rose quartz graduated plain rounds. You've got 4 to 6 mil, as I say. So plenty of wearability, versatility. I do love, if I just show you this again, I do love the fact that I can see these straight into a piece of jewellery. You know, isn't it nice that as soon as you look at something, you just see jewellery ready to be made? Yeah. It's just, and sometimes it's not always the case, you know, sometimes you just see a strand that you just like and you go, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I just want the strand. No, and then other times I just kind of go, yeah, just want that straight.
Straight away, it's a necklace.
Just gorgeous. You've got that look, 30 centimetre strand, plenty. What? Less than £5?
Oh.
I was holding that up thinking, you know, that's going to be maybe a £15 necklace. You know, it'll cost me about £15 to make. No, I mean, it's going to cost me, maybe I need a bit of chain, I need a clasp, so I'm going to put that to a £5. It's probably going to cost me £5 to make a necklace that looks like that. You go to your fashion shops, you do not spend £5 on the fake stuff, you know, the pretendy stuff, the plastics and all of that. I mean, the brass, the nickel, I don't know what they use, to be honest, but you wouldn't get that quality for £3.95. I'm pretty sure to say that. Especially when even if you do simple jewellery. You know, I'm a very simple jewellery maker. I've worked here for a really long time, in fact, pretty much from day dot. And the reality is that in all that time, I'm not a natural creative, so I don't sit in the camp of easy jewellery making. It doesn't come naturally to me, but I really enjoy it when I do it. So what I like to do is just jewellery that it's really simple, that I get great gratification of wearing. So for me, classic bracelets like that are a go-to. I love wearing them. They make me feel good because I've made them, and it's cost me, what, less than a £5 to make maybe 2 or 3 of those styles of bracelet. So wearable, so affordable, and it does make jewellery it just makes it a no-brainer, doesn't it? £3.95 is all you pay. Now, we're about to do an extra special showcase, and I know you've probably already acknowledged the fact that right beside me here is one of the most heralded gemstones of the present era. At the current climes of designer world, this is probably one of the top trumps. This is alongside chrysocolla, with Tiffany's, you know, alongside the likes of malachite and those stones. This is the gemstone that is truly sitting at the heart of luxury. And the story of this gemstone starts in one place. Take a look.
It was an age of fire. Volcanoes were emerging from a tumultuous ocean to become mountains. Lava flows were solidifying to become land masses. As the lava flowed and receded, tunnels and cavities formed that soon filled with unique minerals, crystallizing beautifully out of various chemical compounds. But this volcano was different. It consisted not just simply of ordinary rock, but copper deposits. And as the crystals formed in the cavities, they chemically interacted with the copper, turning the white pectolite crystals into a variety of blues. This is the only place in the world where this occurred, and it would change the future forever. History records that on the 22nd of November of 1916, Father Miguel Domingo Fuertes Loren of the Barahona Parish requested permission at the Dominican Ministry of Mining to explore and exploit the mine of a certain blue rock. Since nobody knew what the Catholic priest was talking about, the request fell through, and the heaven blue stone was lost in the limbo of Latin American bureaucracy. While for decades the locals of the Bauruco municipality went to the beach to collect these blue pebbles, it took until the 1970s that the significance of the stone was established. Miguel Mendez, an artisan from Santo Domingo, heard rumors of the rock and went to find it. It took him and a geologist friend, Peace Corps volunteer Norman Rilling, several trips until they could actually find any evidence of it. They knew they had something special on their hands. They just couldn't prove it. A small sample sent to the Smithsonian Institute came back with the note that it was industrial waste. Not until they sent a larger sample to the Institute that it was established that they had found a new type of pectolite mineral. After a long debate over the name, Miguel took his young daughter's name Larissa and the Spanish word for sea, mar, and formed Lari Mar to reflect the mineral's ocean-like appearance. The name stuck. As it turns out, the few stones they found were alluvial sediments washed into the sea by the Bauruco River. An upstream search revealed the in-situ outcrop in the range, and before soon, the Los Chupaderos mine tapped the only Larimar outcropping in the whole world. The 45-minute drive to the mine is a bone-rattling uphill struggle. The road is often taken care of, but a single heavy rain can wash it out completely. Even cemented stretches don't survive the Caribbean weather for long. And yet there are several small communities up here, the last of which is the mine itself. The mining town, a small shanty town, serves as a temporary accommodation for the miners and their families. Since it's so far away from everything, the community brings everything that it needs to sustain itself, living here as one big family. Because, like with any family, their lives depend on each other. You wouldn't recognize the area as an extinguished volcano if it were not for the heaps of volcanic rocks dug out from the mine holes. The mines themselves are only a few feet from the shacks, holes dug either vertically or horizontally into the dead volcano. As a matter of fact, some just go down straight vertically before turning horizontally. Others begin horizontally and then go straight into the mount before going vertically and then horizontally again. Always zigzagging around following the Larimar veins. It's a virtual maze dug into the mountain. And there are dozens of holes and tunnels, perforating the steep slopes like a Swiss cheese. The deepest hole is believed to be at over 500 meters dug deep into the mountainside. The holes are claustrophobically narrow. They're held up by wooden beams and sometimes concrete, and it takes a special kind of courage to venture into them. Indeed, mining Larimar is dangerous. Although, according to the miners, cave-ins are not as common as one would believe. The most common peril is suffocation. To avoid this, each hole has been fitted with large PVC tubes that feed fresh air into them, powered by a primitive turbine. The tubes are also used for communication with the miners underground. One man is always assigned to make sure everything is in order and to stand by at the hole. On any given workday, there are on average 10 to 15 people in every hole, but the deeper the hole, the more people it needs. And there are several dozens of holes, which means there's an average of 600 miners toiling underground in the whole of the area at any given time. Their nationalities vary between Dominicans, Haitians, and even a few Venezuelans, all working side by side, their lives depending on each other. Income is based on shared profits. Groups of miners work in individual holes, and whatever that hole makes is shared equally among the miners. The average is around 500 pesos a day, which translates to about 12,000 pesos a month, or about $240 US, or 200 euros. While not a lot, it is above the country's minimum wage of a little more than 8,000 pesos. And some months they can make much more if there is a big find of good quality. But then a hole also may run dry for months until the new vein is found. In that time, nobody makes any money. You just dig. The risk does not seem to equal the pay. But with few other options in the area besides farming, the miners are glad to work here, always hoping for the next big vein. Once the stones are extracted and taken down the mountain, they're sold to buyers, of which some own Larimar workshops sitting along the coastline. The export of raw stones has been banned to give the local artisans a chance to create unique Dominican-made jewelry. And to buy raw stones is also risky, because the individual rocks need first to be cut open. It is difficult to look into the stone, and if you have bad luck, there's only little of the blue pectolite inside. If the quality is good, the rocks are cut into pieces or slabs, which the artisan uses for his work. The slabs are cut to size, ground to shape, and polished to perfection, always using grinding wheels and water. In the hands of an experienced artisan, it can take only a few minutes, and a beautiful blue cabochon can emerge from a previously gray rock, ready to be set in silver or even gold, depending on the color or the shape of the crystal formation. The volcanic gem we call now volcanic blue sometimes shows as turquoise blue with white clouds, sometimes ocean green, and then sometimes with red copper freckles. And each shining gem is singular and guards a scene of breathtaking resplendence of an image of the Caribbean Sea turned into a gemstone. All this makes Larimar more than just a pretty rock. It has become the gem ambassador of the Dominican Republic, here in the center of the Caribbean.
Well, that's just fascinating, isn't it? I mean, that's such an incredible insight into a gemstone that, I mean, I've adored for a very long time. But to get that insight, such personal insight into the history of the gemstone, to see it actually, you know, coming into fruition as a gemstone after the journey that it's been on, to actually explore the one source location. It's incredible. I mean, that is, for me, that's a revelation of more appreciation. And I love this gemstone. It's very hard to appreciate more something that you adore, but I appreciate it even more with that journey we've just taken. And in particular, you know, when you start to see the I guess in some ways, the historical reverence of this gemstone, and then the present day community that's working together to then bring us this stone. And that for me is the most important part, is that there is a sense of pride to the beauty of this gemstone, and rightly so. One place, you saw that place, one source. Now, there's not a lot of Larimar. There's not a lot of Larimar that comes your way that looks like this. In fact, the one that you're seeing is the one that you're going to get, because there is one left of this Larimar moon. Now, the truth is that we weren't going to put this to wear, but because there was only one. And then we said, hang on a minute, when there's one person is going to want it, so we don't want anybody to miss out. So this is the only one of its kind. The one you're seeing here is the one that you're going to get, because I have no others in the vaults. So this is a one-off deal. It's your limited collection combination. This is your moon-shaped cabochon. 85 carats of this breathtaking quality of a stone. I mean, what I love about it is that it's smooth. The colours are just utterly sublime. And the independence of, they call it like the white cloud effect against that stunning ocean blue is striking. And if I just rotate it so that you can see there, you've got a flat side, you've then got your cabochon side as well, so you've got so much to play with, so much detail, and it is a real treasure of a centerpiece. You heard the documentary saying there how difficult it is to cut this gemstone at all, because it holds such obstacles within its cutting in pre-form. But what's extraordinary is within that, there are obviously highly skilled lapidarists and gem cutters that can achieve greatness like this, but with a limited amount of success. There's only one of this. The one that you see is the only one that we've got. Make sure that if you want it, that you don't miss out, because this is a one-off chance. This is literally the one you see is the one that you're going to get. £171.95 is all you pay. That's 171.95. Now, it is a considered purchase, but let me reiterate, there is nothing quite like this on the marketplace. This is a one-off opportunity from us. The one you see is the one that you're going to get, and that just gives you some sense of established esteem that is placed within this one wondrous design. And in truth, when you start to put, in fact, I'll put one of the cabochons alongside it, that's the shape that they're normally used to cutting. And when you see that shape and then you see this shape, you'll understand why there's not that many that exist of this collection. And that's because the shape is what makes it so different. £171.95. We're waiting for confirmation. I don't know where it's gone to. I've got a lot of interested parties, a lot of people getting involved in that, but I've only got one to allocate. I don't know who's going to get that, but good luck and congratulations. Right, straight on, we're going to go. Now, we're going to go to the full strand of your Larimar. Now, they're called pebbles, and I actually really like that name for Larimar, especially when you go, I mean, it's a shame that we can't. Shall we watch that footage again? Shall we? Shall we have another cup of tea and watch that footage again? This time, shall we make a cake? Because I think we probably have time, because it was a long documentary, that one, wasn't it? I drank the whole of me cup. Shall we watch it again? Shall we? No. The thing is that I don't know whether, and I'm not being funny here, but I don't know whether Ben will be able to find it, but I love the footage of them hand picking off the beach the stones, you know, finding those as a treasure, and literally in nature's treasure. Because obviously, don't forget, when you go into the mine, you're going to the host, but what happens, because it's held, the mine's held up at the top, it then runs around. That's it. Oh, Ben, man, you are on it. Ben, that was good, wasn't it? I mean, honestly, I ask he performs. I mean, that was good.
Superstar.
It's very good. He says that's it, he's peaked for the week. That's it, he's done. This is exactly, look at that. So that footage that you just saw, could Ben recreate it again? It's essentially what you're looking at there, isn't it? It's like capturing.
Yeah, it's just pebbles on the beach. It's
But
beautiful.
imagine nature's perfections caught in that beauty, literally hand-picked. Look at that. I mean, that was seriously good TV, that man, wasn't it? That was good. Now, if I just hold this out, and I show you that strand again, and you think about what you could do with every one of these. I don't want, you know, in my mind, I don't think that you're going to use these any other way than with a cherished independence of each one being something special. It might be that you multi-cluster them, but actually, in all honesty, if you left each one of those sitting as a centerpiece for the neckline, pair of earrings, you know, you created a suite of jewelry and you let these stones be as independently luxurious, I reckon you'd get your money's worth out in just one suite of jewelry for £91.95, because the presence of quality is established in every one of these stones. I'm gonna do, no, you are not. Okay, Becky's just said, like, according to the system, that is a good price point. Guess what? Guess how much she's going to take off the... I'm going to let you just have a moment. Guess how much she's going to take off the price. Because you're at 91, and that's the price. £20 off?
No.
£30 off. Do you reckon she's going to do £30 off?
No, I would say about £10 off.
What about £40 off?
No.
£50 off?
No, she can't do that much off, surely.
What if I tell you that she's going to take over £60?
That'll take them down to £30. Can I go and get my phone?
Change. Exactly. With change. £28.95 for the full strand. Utter, that's £60. Like £91, computer said well. Computer said well. £28.95 is already paid. Absolutely incredible price point. Oh, again, going back to that, we were happy at £91, thinking it was going to be a really strong suite of jewellery. We felt that we were going to get something really successful from that at £91.
Exactly.
Now we're under 30 with change. Just think of the liberty, the freedom, and that's going to give you to design and better design.
Yes.
And I think that's the thing, is sometimes when things are a bit more expensive, you have to be a little bit more conscious of how you're going to use them. How am I going to get the best out of them?
Yeah.
Now
but
you're
with
at under
that,
30.
you can make and make again. If you don't like what you've made, it doesn't matter if you take it to pieces and put it back together again in a different way.
That is a serious deal.
Each one of those stones you could sell made up into sterling silver for £30 easily.
Do you know what? There's 35 individual beads. 35. That's less than a pound. I mean, that's got to be what, 90 pence? Yeah, Rebecca, work that one out. There's 35 stones at £28.95. I'm going to guess that's about 90 pence, is it?
Something like that.
Yeah, 35. Yeah. 82, even better. 82 pence. 82 pence for each one. Oh, that is just ridiculous. I mean, just see that one there, right? I set that on a nice simple, I'm going to put it on like a nice leather cord, you know, like kind of a nice tan cord even, maybe just something really simple, right? On its own, on the wrist. I'm not going to do anything too over the top. That is costing me less than £1. You'd sell that for way more, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would.
I mean, it's incredible to think what you could make in that price point.
Also,
huge
3
opportunity.
set into a macrame band.
Oh, right across.
Yes.
And then you really could just play with quantity.
Yes.
3 if you wanted to, 5 if you need to make your money, you know, go further.
Yeah.
That's a huge opportunity. That is a price. That was a £60+ saving. That's a massive saving. £60+. That's a lot of money, isn't it? £60 is a lot of money to take off.
It is. I'm glad I'm sitting down.
Exactly. £60. Okay, let's go straight on to the only rounds that we have for you. Now, these are the only rounds, and these are, I guess, in some ways taking you to the next level of gemstone opportunity. 5 perfect rounds. Now you have here in the graduate, and don't forget when you saw that cutting, just how challenging this bead is to cut. It is, the gemstone goes, it's quite a challenge. There's 2 or 3 stones at the moment that are around that you would think would be probably sit within the same boundaries of cutting. Aquapraise and Larimar and things like chrysoberyl are really difficult to cut. Right, really challenging. Can you see the intensity of how the pressure has to be put onto that? Now, normally with those kind of wheel spins, the diamond wheel spinners, right, it literally is, it glides through. So if you've ever seen any gem cutting, you'll watch them and they take the bead, pardon me, the crystal, and it literally just slides through like that. You saw the pressure, right? They have to put loads of pressure. That's because this isn't easy to cut, and that means it's more labour intensive. It also it needs experience. It needs expertise. And to cut to the cabochon, you heard them say there, cabochons, they have got kind of almost they can perform to a certain level of quality. But rounds. That's just a totally different scenario altogether. Now, the price that you should be at for those 5 is £101.95. Truthfully, I reckon you're getting your money back from that centre stone alone if you do something really striking. I reckon you could get your money back just for, because Larimar is such a sought after stone. Ever since Tiffany's released their blue book with the feature of chrysocolla, you know, those matte colours of gemstones. I mean, it went through a phase, you know, pretty much I would say the last two decades have been about clarity gemstones.
Yes,
and then,
but now it's all the organic
5 years ago,
gemstones.
spun on its head, and ever since it's about these. It's all about this. And actually, in particular, this colour is what it's all about. You know, if you're interested in researching, the blue book from Tiffany's, it was released, it was all about the oceans on the, I can't remember what it was called, there's something of the blue. And I read they explored, you know, ocean colours and ocean marine life in their designs. And it changed the jewellery industry because they used things like this type of gemstone, in particular likes of chrysocolla, to create something extra special to the texture. Instead of clean gemstones, it was stones like this with texture and dynamic. And ever since, they've held that type of esteem and certainly that price point, designer price point. You've got an opportunity now. We're already at £101.95, which actually, great price tag if you ask me. Not the price you're going to pay though. What was the last saving? Over £60? £63 saving last time. Shall we do? And that's a £62 saving. So in the last 2 deals, you've done £120 saving. £120 saving in the last 2 deals. Now, if you're watching, you're going, yeah, but £101 isn't realistic. Go and do your price research and elsewhere of jewellery, completed jewellery. It's gold set, it's silver set, and it is highly prized. It is a considered purchase. You would get one of those pieces in a pendant and you'd be paying £40 minimum, £40 minimum. But I reckon it'd be a lot more. It's a big deal here. 5 of those striking rounds. 9 to 13 mil. So you've got the 9s to the outer, you've got the 13 to the centre, and all for less than £40. What a deal that is. Love that combination. When you've got that kind of combination and at that price point, I mean, part of me just goes, I'm just going to make something for me. I wouldn't sell
That's
it.
what I
I'd
did.
make it for me.
I've got those. I bought them last time, and the biggest one, I've put it on a simple strand of Flexrite 49, the sterling silver.
Nice.
And it just pops.
Don't need anything
But it
else.
looks so simple, and it means a lot to me.
I
love
love that.
Absolutely love that piece.
it is sometimes, you know, when you're with jewellery making, it's quite nice to just know that you're just making something for yourself.
Yes.
That you don't have to come up with any...
They're always making for other people, and you forget, you've got to remember yourself sometimes. And
absolutely.
Everybody deserves to treat themselves every now and again.
And if you're going to treat yourself, Larrymar's a good, it's a good start to treat yourself too. It's a good place to start, that is for sure. Let's bring your pear-shaped cabochon next. You saw there the artistry that went into the cabochon smooth cutting, and then of course, as you can see there, polishing. Highly regarded luxury gemstone that you have here. One place in the world. You just saw that footage taking you to that one source location, originally found on the beaches of the Dominican Republic, and then traced up into the hills. And now one mine brings out this exquisite gemstone. One community that offers this freedom to really bring home I guess in some ways the location, bringing home the quality of the stone, the beauty of the location is matched by the beauty of the gemstone that's found within the nature around it. You've got here 15 carats within that signature look. Is it oceans? Is it skies? I tell you what, it can be anything you want it to be. It is going to be a beautiful signature piece. That's a great look, isn't it? I actually quite like the depth of that. You know, I quite like that it's going to rise. I like the fact that it's going to have a little bit more of a profile to it. And you can really see that depth from that profile.
It'd be a nice one to prong set.
Yes.
That would.
Wouldn't it?
So you can really leave the stone open so you can see every single marking on it, but to have a really nice prong set onto that would be beautiful.
That close-up looks like a crashing wave. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah. It does have that movement to it, doesn't it? And the pattern and print on the Larimar is totally unique to the stone. So what's nice about it is that what you're seeing in this piece that I'm holding will be different to the piece that you're seeing in the close-up, which will be different to the piece that you'll get, because every single piece will have its own personal pattern and print, whether it's the clouds puffing by, or whether it be the rippling waves, whether perhaps it's the tranquil ocean colours. There's going to be something different to yours that nobody else will have, because yours will be just that, just yours. Nobody else will have what you have, and that's what makes this such a special gemstone, because it's so beautiful, but it's also so personal, and it means that the deal that we're about to do is even better. You've got here your 15 carats of your Larimar. This is your pear-shaped cabochon, and we've gone straight under £20. I mean, you can buy Larimar jewellery. There's no point in pretending that you can't, but you have to go to some considered price points to be able to get this grade, this size, and you certainly wouldn't suggest it was a £20 deal, that is for sure. Certainly not. Luxury all the way in that centrepiece. Dramatic quality, and if you like that in the pear shape, you may well be inclined to perhaps also rather like the round as well. Like the shape. I do like the shape. That's nice, isn't it? In fact, I put it on the finger and then I wonder if I would actually quite like a cuff bracelet, because it's got a flat bottom.
That's what I did with mine.
Did you?
Yes.
How
Had a
funny.
wire woven open so that it looked like the waves.
The waves?
Yeah, the weaves are intertwined.
Oh.
So it looked like the waves with that right in the middle.
That's gorgeous. Did you carry on with the wire like waving across those? Did you?
All the way around.
Crashing,
Each one was crashing into the next one. All the way around.
And that was the centrepiece?
That was the centre.
That's nice. That's nice. Isn't that funny that I said it and you're
Yeah.
like, that's what I've made? Great minds think alike.
Absolutely.
You've got here 15 carats, again, of your Larimar in your round cabochon, 20 mil, so good size. I just wanted to give you some perspective of size, maybe on the wrist. I'll show you back on the hand so you can see how well it sits there on the finger. So it's a good size for wearability, and that's something that's pretty important to this gemstone, because once you've got it, you want to wear it. A gorgeous centrepiece, a real workable shape, and all yours for the taking. One price tag? Under 30. I mean, you just couldn't, you genuinely couldn't go and get a piece of jewellery for that price point that had this as the centrepiece. You couldn't, could you? I mean, there are a lot of deals to be had today, especially in this showcase. So nice to see the footage though, isn't it? When you see that documentary, it really brings us home that this is genuine gemstones, that we're going direct to source, that we are creating, you know, positive environment, you know, to source beautiful gemstones, but also hopefully, you know, supporting communities and giving, you you know, giving that beauty of nature a chance to be able to locate, you know, something extra special and work with it and wear it and take pride in it, and you know, beautiful quality. $29.95 is all you're paying on this feature cabochon. I do like the shape of this one, and once more, as you can see, every piece will be different. So the piece that you're seeing there, that close-up of, is different to the one that I'm holding, which means that every single one will have its own qualities, its own independence of pattern and detailing, and I really like that. And that's one of the reasons that I love working with genuine gemstones so much, is because I do love that the fact that what I'm working with is something that nobody else has got, especially with this kind of pattern. $29.95. Let's go to the faceted strand. Wow. Ooh. That's nice. Oh, I was thinking to myself, I really like the pebbles, I guess you'd call them. I was thinking, I'm gonna get the pebbles, and then these come along. And actually, maybe I need to get both strands, because this is seriously beautiful. Oh, I do love it.
From here, the glimmer you can see on the top is like the crest of the waves.
Just like shimmering, just that dazzle. You know what's gorgeous about this strand, and I have got a bracelet very similar to this strand. So, you know what's interesting is that when you wear it, it feels as good as it looks. You know, certain gemstones, you kind of have to get used to wearing them.
Yes,
whereas this, it's just you put it on and you know it's right. You know it looks good. Yeah. It really has that beautiful potential to it. And I know that's, you know, as soon as I put it on the wrist, you go, it's, you know, she always does that. That's because I just like my jewellery to be simple and wearable.
And where you can see it.
Yes, exactly. Especially when it's Larimar, especially because I want to be able to enjoy that. I mean, part of me thinks, because it's graduated, you might be able to do a little channel set ring.
Yes.
That'd be quite cute, wouldn't it?
It would.
Yeah, I like that. I do bracelet and then I do a channel set ring. You've got here 42 carats of Larimar. That's a lot of gemstone when you start to think about it. It goes on and on and on. You've got there 2x1, nice for the channel set rings, all the way up to 6x3. Loads of crashing colours coming off the surface there. Absolutely glorious. And Deborah says, wow, I just decided on my holiday bracelet.
Oh, well done.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Deborah, yes, I think you're totally right. I mean, that is a definite holiday look. And I think actually what you could do with this is that almost you could layer it with maybe a couple of other like just simple silver bracelets. And I'd go silver because I think silver with that crashing luster on the surface would look, and you could just stack maybe 3 bracelets, but that's going to be the centre. That's going to be the colour that just lifts. I'd go silver just because I think I like Larimar and silver just go so well together. It just has that shimmer about it.
It does, it's beautiful.
Really gorgeous. Do like it at that price point. I do like it at that price point. But I like it even better when I tell you it's not the price you're going to pay. This is going to be your chance, whether you're going to buy one for yourself and make a gorgeous summer piece of jewellery for your holidays, or whether alternatively you're going to create something that creates, you know, great interest in a shop or in a fair, or, you know, you're doing your stalls. This is instantly going to create that impact, that reaction, isn't it? £27.95 is all you pay for such a deluxe gemstone, for such a talking point gemstone. You know what I would do, especially if I'm selling my jewellery? I get the certificate of authenticity on this deal. Of course, that certificate is just 25 pence as an additional fee. It gives you the proof of purchase. It shows you exactly what you've purchased, which is, of course, genuine Dominican Republic gemstone, genuine luxury of that one source location. 25 pence is all you pay for your authenticity card. And on stones like this, I think it's pretty important to get that. I do think that probably there's certain stones that would command an appropriate requirement of having the certificate, and this would be one of them, because it is a one source location and because it has got such a high prestige about it. And obviously, I mean, let's not forget, you know, you want to be able to prove that this is the real deal. You want to know that you're in ownership of the true one source Larimar luxury, and you've definitely got that from us. You've got that fine quality. I guess that's security as well, you know, because we are, you know, such a long running channel of jewellery making qualities and products. You know that what we say is what you get, and that surely that counts for a lot, especially these days. I spoke to a lovely lady not that long ago about the jewellery that she makes, and she said, well, I have tried other places, she said, but I always come back to you because I can always guarantee that what you say is what I get. Whereas actually on the websites that I've tried, she said there might be, you know, interesting because of the pricing and things. She said, but I don't get what I'm expecting. I don't get the quality, or I don't get exact, you know, standards that I'm wanting for my. So she just always says that now it's just coming here because it makes sense. So if you're the same, you want to have that security of coming to a place that guarantees what you see is what you get, then this is your chance to be able to get your very own 42 carats of Larimar, that tropical ocean colour, that beautiful, almost like kind of holiday vibe instantly established in this highly sought after gemstone. And with that documentary footage, I mean, the nicest part about it is you get much more of a personal appreciation of this incredible gemstone. You get so much more of an attachment to the beautiful individuality that this gemstone gives you to your jewellery make. And it might actually influence how you're going to design, you know, just seeing, you know, perhaps the location, perhaps seeing, you know, the hand picking, you know, maybe that's the thing that's going to inspire you to design that piece of jewellery that you've never done before. And for $27.95 you've got the chance. Now coming up straight after the break, oh man, I love this. Love this. And I think if you've just got that gorgeous Larimar, you may well want to add this. It's brand new strand of jasper, and the colours are just sublime. And you know how I was saying, you know, when I was looking at Larimar, you instantly see holiday, and then but actually they're going into autumn and winter. I can see how those turquoises blend into the autumn colours. Well, this is it. I mean, this is that blend of taking the tropical blues and blending alongside those browns and those gorgeous rich bronzes, so that you've got that really, really glorious wearability quality to a strand. Brand new. Looking forward to having your company straight after the break. Plenty more to look forward to here at Jewellery Maker, so don't move a muscle.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Shop with us for the first time and you'll receive a free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful gemstone strands in an organza bag, plus a DVD ideal for jewellery making newbies, featuring tutorials essential for getting started and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, shape and colour will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your new free gift, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hello everyone, I'm really looking forward to seeing you on the 22nd of June. I'm doing the morning and the mid-show, and all the collections are inspired by American Dreamcatcher designs, and I look forward to bringing you some fabulous inspiration with them throughout the day. There's also going to be the launch of my Peacock Feather Collection booklet, which also has pendants and earrings and necklaces that all go together also with the Dreamcatcher theme. So I look forward to seeing you Saturday 22nd of June, morning and mid-show on Jewellery Maker.
Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people?
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
I do look at this strand, and first of all I see the Larimar working beautifully with it, and then I look at it and I just think I can see that transforming from summertime to autumn.
Definitely.
Instantly. It's one of those strands that you'd instantly go, oh, I can see it for summer, because it's got, I guess maybe we're all in that mind frame.
It's got that blue in it.
Exactly, it's got that ocean
Yeah,
vibe.
but there's falling leaves. If you look
Totally.
closely at the coloured tones, look at this. This is a
Glorious, aren't they? And the contrast
Yes.
against that turquoise and the almost bronzy tones, it works so gorgeously. I can imagine this with bronzite and it being an autumn piece.
That would be a good
wouldn't
idea,
it? Some nice little bronzite just breaking it up.
Yes, it would.
Then, actually, on another occasion, I can imagine you mixing it with some bright turquoise and just blending it just like that.
Yeah, it'd be
It's
lovely.
just so different. I need this strand. Fact, I need this strand. It's classified as autumn jasper, and all I know is that whether it's going to be spring, is it going to be summer, is it going to be autumn, I don't care. I would wear this all the time because I think that this is one of the most unique qualities. I can imagine this on a nice leather band,
Yes,
you know,
that would
just
look
keep
lovely.
it simple, you know, nice bronzy leather, and just make it simple. Maybe gents jewellery as well, because it's got that kind of nice texturing to it.
Yeah.
There's loads to be done
But
on
you
this
could
strand.
you could stitch it into a shibori design, so you could almost have the green, like a green shibori going up for the top of the tree, and then those dripping down as the leaves falling
There's
against the
so
sky.
much, isn't there? So much to be had from this strand. And I think especially because you've got the surface area to see the pattern. Because you have those as ovals, what you've got is double-sided, so you'll get different patterns on each side. But of course you've got that 13 by 18, so that sizable form, shape-wise and size-wise. It's just perfect. And if I just flip it from one side and then show you the next side, totally different on each side. So you might choose that you like one side better than another so that you can work with one, or you might want to design so you've got the movement that actually there's no right, there's no wrong, and that you see the independence of each side rotating and offering something different at different times. Totally works. Ah, look,
Ooh,
I like
look at
that one.
that
Look
one.
at that.
Yeah.
And you could almost, each one's going to offer a different flavour,
It
isn't
is,
it?
it
Different
is.
quality about the design. You've got here 190 carats. For me, this is a wear quality. This is you wear it, you enjoy it, you might break it down, make another piece of jewellery, wear it, enjoy it, break it down, and maybe change it for different different styles of season.
Yeah,
so like,
depending on what you put it with.
exactly.
Yes.
Like maybe this summer I would wear this and I might go quite sort of sensitive to just a leather band, something simple. And then going into autumn, because I'm wearing thicker things, I might make this into a much deeper, bigger piece of jewellery for the necklace.
If you set it with sheet metal copper,
oh, yes.
you see those, that they're a good
Yes,
size
so these
for
are
a
pieces.
nice big flower. So you could
Yes.
set it as a 5-petal flower against some sheet metal.
So much
leaves as a
potential.
gorgeous brooch on a
Got it.
scarf.
I mean, that's what I like about this strand, is that sometimes
Gets your imagination going.
Yeah, doesn't it? And I think that maybe it's the colour mix, maybe it's the patterning, maybe it's a little bit of everything. It's going to work. It's going to work its socks off for you. And it's going to be even better when I tell you that you're going to get a price tag that is going to blow your socks off, because we're talking less than £10 with serious change. £7.95. But that amount of jewellery making, I know. But that amount of jewellery, I know.
Fingers.
That amount of jewellery opportunity. I love jewellery that are ingredients that can facilitate loads of different jewellery,
Yes, that's right.
loads of different looks. I am true to my northernness. I am somebody who likes to get a lot out of my money.
Absolutely.
Like, don't care how much I
Couldn't agree
spend,
more with you.
as long as I can justify, right, how much I can use it, how much I can wear it. And that's it. See, that's why I quite like handbags, right? I don't mind spending a little bit of money on a handbag, because I know, right, I get such satisfaction and I will use it and use it and use it and use it. So I don't mind spending a little bit more than perhaps I normally would if it's a really nice handbag, because I can guarantee I'm going to use it. And that's the same here. I mean, I'm not spending like, you know, a fortune. It's £7.95, but I can justify that £7.95 and keep on justifying it. There's so much potential here, so much quality. If you do want to join us, of course, don't forget it's a free phone number that you're dialing. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com if you prefer. Or alternatively, we do have the Jewellery Maker app as well, so you've got plenty of ways to get involved. I #love that.
Yes.
That is the kind of strand that I need it. I need it. Don't even want it, need it. Just gonna #need it. Right, we have got so much to fit in to this next hour or so, and we start off with, I mean, you look at the kit. In fact, we're not going to start off by looking at the ingredients. Let's show, Leah, just one of the pieces of jewellery that you could be making from this kit. Take a look at this. Wow. Wow. That's a gorgeous piece of jewellery. So take a look at that, okay? Take a moment. Let's appreciate. Then let me show you the next piece, right? We're just going to show, because I think when I show you the ingredients and then you see the results, you kind of go, what? Well, from that, you can get that. Oh, yes. Take a look at this next piece. That's gorgeous. The metal, that colour against that turquoise.
It really makes the turquoise pop out.
Doesn't it?
It does.
And vice versa.
Yes.
I think the turquoise makes the metal pop.
Yes, it does.
Sometimes it's only one way, but I think this is a double. I think they both work, complement.
I've done a similar piece to the first one, but in raw copper, not in rose gold copper. So you could have a pattern on it, and you can see the difference it makes with having that.
You can see
So, you know, if you had turquoise in there, then the turquoise does pop more, I think. But
so much potential. I mean, there is a lot of potential. We're going to keep on showing you because there's more and more to show. It's not like I'm just showing you one or two pieces here. Look at how much potential there is to be jewellery making in the most distinguished of styles. I mean, these are pieces that are show-stopping. And if you only had one showstopper out of this kit at the price it is, amazing. But you have successfully made 5 showstoppers.
yeah, well, thank you.
Stop and stare, gorgeous jewellery. And that's the thing, is just that that's so exciting when you start with just this kind of ingredients, to see the results. And it's a little bit like, you know, when you think of the, you know, when you buy a new book, baking book, and you look at the results, like I always look at the pictures first, and then hopefully at some point I can try and react to that and get the same. But when I read the ingredients, I would never translate those ingredients to that picture.
No, I know.
And
or you go to your cupboard and you think, oh, I haven't got that, and I haven't got that bit, I haven't got that. You've got everything you need in this.
And this is the thing, and I think actually sometimes it's quite hard to, unless I see that and go, wow, I would never have translated that into that or vice versa, but they are. Everything that you have just here will make what you've got there. That's how incredible this kit is.
Every gauge of wire there to make other things as well.
And more.
Like, I've made the chain. It's not a bought chain, and the clasps at the back are different clasps.
So you've got
got the
5
point
pieces
8
of
there to
jewellery.
make ear-wise if your ears can stand holding.
But you've made 5 pieces of jewellery, and you've got more to make from the wire, etc. Right. There's a lot of jewellery to be enjoyed. I'm going to tell you now, right, from this combination, you would not guess that's the price point of what we're about to do, because the pricing on this is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, truly, absolutely crazy, because the price you should be at is £53.75. Now, the combination of wires, let me just take you through the wire that you're going to get. You're going to get 10 metres of your 1mm gauge. You're going to get 10 metres of your 0.6. You're going to get 10 metres of 0.8, and you're going to get 20 metres of your 0.4. You top that up with the luxury of a full arrangement of cabochons of your Egyptian turquoise. So you're not just going to get 1 or 2, you're actually going to get a guaranteed 142 carats of turquoise. Obviously that means that the 142 carats you might get, as you got perhaps 4 or 5, here
6.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it depends on how the cabochons are distributed in size as to how many you're going to get. But we're guaranteeing 142 carats of turquoise. These are the luxury of gemstones that really become iconic. Take a look at that one. Let's just take it to that signature necklace, right? And I'm going to justify the price tag that you're about to see on that one piece of jewellery. Why? How about if I tell you that we're going from £53, which still feels very, very appropriate for that piece of jewellery, to be honest. How about if we said £29.95? That's for all that. I mean, that's not just to make one necklace, that's to make the whole of that combination.
No.
I mean, it's just impossible to achieve that, isn't it?
It is.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I said, oh, is my maths right? You know that necklace? That's £6.
No. Well, that's not even going to pay for the time that it took to make it.
It is. But the ingredients in that's £6. £6? I mean, Leah. Unbelievable. £6. If somebody said to you £6, you wouldn't believe them. No. What, are you selling that? No, I'm not. What? I mean, granted, we've got to take in time, but I'm talking ingredients. Oh, no,
the actual ingredients.
Just the ingredients, £6. That's brilliant. I mean, every one of those, even if we go to the smallest piece, which is the ring,
tiny ring,
I mean, you still justify £6 in a heartbeat. I mean, I could justify that 20-fold. Yeah. You know, when you say £6, you'd probably actually say comfortably charge £25 for a feature piece of jewellery like that, because it's a statement gemstone. It's turquoise. It's a highly sought after gemstone, and you've created a design that makes it a showstopper. Yeah. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. The results of impact from ingredients like this to the reality of jewellery like that. Amazing journey, absolutely incredible. And you've got the freedom to be able to design what you see fit. You might be inspired by some of Rebecca's pieces. You might actually have already had some ideas and go, oh, I know what I want to do. If you want to get to it, £29.95 is already paid. In total, we'll look at 20, 30, 40, 50 metres of wire. 50 metres of your rose gold coloured silver plated copper wire, and then you have your 142 carats of Egyptian turquoise, all in one for under £30. Mega. I mean, That one piece of jewellery. I'm nailed on that. Nailed. So what are you going to show us?
I'm going to show
the
you
pendant.
how to make this pendant because it's got a weave round the outside that I've seen done before.
Yes.
But it continues it into the bail in a rather interesting way.
Ooh.
That can also, and the weave on the bail can also be used in the bangle.
I love that bangle. Can I have a try of it? Of
course you can.
Am I allowed? I do like trying it.
It's the same weave, but it's got a different ratio of gauges.
Oh, now that's nice. Oh, doesn't that look good? Oh, I might need to make one of those. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That looks cracking, doesn't it?
It does. But it's so simple, that actual weave.
So you're going to teach us the weave then?
Well, I'm going to teach you how to make the whole cabochon.
Okay.
The whole pendant, but I'm going to do it in quick stages until we get to that particular bail pattern. Okay?
Yeah, I love that.
So, you need, for this one, you need 4 pieces of wire that fit round your cabochon with plenty to play with.
Okay.
I call it playing with it at the end because you might want to do something else towards the end. So you need 4 pieces that will fit round there. We're going to start in the middle again, which will be at the base of your wire. Go once round your wire in the middle, add in the next one, go round both all the way round, up in the next one, keep forgetting, go all the way round, wrap in the next one, and that goes all the way round again, so that we're at the top of the V and you're at the bottom. Now you're going to go back to the top, but this time you're going to go around the bottom 3. Round the back, over the front, round the bottom 2. Make sure you close them up close together. And then round the back again and round the bottom 1. So that's your basic V pattern that you can see in there.
So you
Do
just
want to give you
repeat that?
so you-
Yeah, I'll hold it for you. Just going to hold that so then you can have a look.
Yeah,
So that's this part here, right?
that's right.
So
And then you can either repeat that straight away, but I like to leave a gap in between so that you can actually see the stone through. So I'm going to wrap 3 single wraps around the bottom one, just so that we space those V shapes out a bit.
so this is it, the V shape just there.
That's right. And then we're going to
And
go...
then you like to have a little bit of a space and
yeah,
then the V
so
shape.
we go 3 in between and then you start your wrap again. 1, over 1, over 2, over 3, over 4. Then you go to over 3, over 2, over 1. Do your 3 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, which is the effect of locking it in position. And then you're back to your pattern again.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll leave that one for now because I've already done the whole thing.
Okay.
It's a very quick one to work up as well. So now you come to the point where you're going to mould it around.
I'm just going to move it up so we can
Lovely.
at it because I want to just see the, yeah.
All right, you're going to mould it around your cabochon. Don't worry that you're not actually meeting it because part of this, the extra long wires that you've got here are going to go back to the bottom and make the frame that comes around the front
Oh, I
and
see.
also
Around the
a
back.
design that goes on the back.
Got you. Okay.
Okay. So they're going to meet at the top. On this particular one, I did the centre one and then I did 11 arrows up each side.
Okay.
Make sure each side's the same, otherwise it'll be lopsided.
Lopsided.
But keep measuring against your cabochon all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you're going to bring those wires together. So whereas before you had 4 wires, you've now got 8
Yes.
to work with.
Yeah.
And to start it off, It is
Challenging.
challenge. That's a good word.
Thanks.
Right. You're going to do exactly the same up to the top of the 4. Okay, so you're going to go over 2, over 3, over 4. Guess where next?
You're going to braid it into
Exactly. You're going to go to number 5. There you go. Don't pull it too tight, because if you pull it too tight, you won't be able to get in that
there.
one
Yeah,
again.
you can't.
Okay. Then number 6. Squidge it between your finger and thumb. There's enough. Lay it over. Don't tug it and pull it tight. Just lay it over. Number 7. Number 8. And then we're going to come back down to the bottom again. So we've done 8, we're going to go back up to number 7. This is where it's important to make sure that you're keeping them well spaced, because there is a tendency, particularly when you start wire wrapping, to do it too tight. And you need to think you've got to go back in between all these wires.
Yeah.
So up to 7, we've done, back to 6. Where's it gone? Number 5. No, I haven't done that one. Hang on. Ooh. That one. I've still missed it. I need new glasses.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
There it is. 4, 3, 2, and back to the bottom. Okay. Now you will see that you've got a very big V shape that magnifies what you had round the cabochon edging.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you take the wire that you had left from going round that side, and you're going to start this same V shape, but you're going to be at that side of the wire. Okay.
Yeah. So the chevron's going to be in reverse.
Exactly. You're going to go 1. Oops. 2, 3. Again, don't pull it too tightly, otherwise you'll not be able to get it back in that number 1 again. 3, 4. Lay it over. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just make sure that it's close enough together. And then you're going to go back down again. I've done 8, so I'll come back up between 8 and 7, go over 8.
Excuse me.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one, need to get in really tight in there. There. Then,
So if I just hold this up, shall I hold this up? In fact, I can hold it up to here, can't I? Can you see how you've got that? You've got the weave that's coming forwards and backwards.
that's it. And if you give it a squidge with some nylon coated pliers, if you've got them,
Yeah.
or if you haven't, use your chain nose or your flat nose, but go from the where they're all together. No, the longest end, not from the pointed end, from the longest end.
Yeah.
Just give it a squidge, just very, very gently. Okay, and then you continue that pattern, but this time you're starting with your first wire and doing it again, up and down, up and down, up and down, until you've got enough, is long enough to be the bail that you want it to be. So on here I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So you alternated top to bottom with the wires.
That's right.
So you finished with that. You're then going to leave that one.
I'm going to leave that one and go back down
pick
to
up.
here.
Right. Okay.
And go in one.
So there's not.
Do your
You
number
could
one
just
there.
lift it over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could do it.
And how many did you say
with
you
one
did?
piece. 7.
1, 2, 3.
I like odd numbers.
6. Yeah. Okay. So that's 7 full ones.
Yeah.
And then how do you finish it off?
Right. So for that, then here we go. No, that's that one. Now, I use the handle of my pliers and just push it over.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you get there, decide which ones are your longest ones. So on the one that we've just been working on, I picked the 2 middle ones there. And they're going to go, I'm going to take those down and bring them up through the middle and up there. Okay, so I've bent my bail over, and my 2 longest ones are going up through the middle.
Yeah.
And they are going to be the ones that will hold your stone in the front.
They're going to be the caged behind.
Yeah, okay, so they're the front. And to do that, you need to do enough hand coiling just to tuck it in there. And then whenever you get to a space in between your, can't get that one out of the way to show, between your V's that you did in the first round,
Yes.
tuck your wire down in there. Try not to get the kink in it, and hold that wire away from your initial weave so that you get a gap there. Bring it up the middle again, like that. So we're getting a bridge in between the 2.
Yes.
Yeah, and continue with your coiling again until you get to the next one. It's normally about 5 or 6. Or you don't have to do every one, you could do in between every 2. So I'm about there, I think. No, a couple more. 1, 2, I'm going to go 3. Squidge it up, that's about right. Oh, I need that in a minute.
Oh, I can pick it up.
Thanks. It's a bradawl.
Look at it. Oops.
I'll be getting the nickname of Dropsy with this programme, won't I? Thank you. Go in. Sometimes it can be difficult to get the wire back in between, which is where that tool comes in handy. Go away, and you. There. So we've gone all the way
you're
through.
you're essentially creating like this.
No, we're on the front. Still on the front. We're creating this bit.
Oh, I thought you were now moving to
No,
the
not
back.
yet. That's the next stage.
All right.
Okay, so we're doing this bit at the moment.
Here.
Okay. And we're going on.
So we're doing this bit here.
Yes. So you'll go.
You see it?
Like I've done the first half of it.
This part there. Yeah.
Okay, I've done the first half of it on that side.
That makes
so now
more
we're
sense.
going
Got it now.
down this side, and cut it off where you think will be enough. When you get there, just do a simple little loop to finish it off. And because of the wrapping, the coiling around the wire, it's strong enough to hold its position there.
Yeah.
Or if you want to, you could, when you get to that end with your wire, just get those 2 together.
Yeah.
And wrap those 2 together. Okay. Now on the back, it's the same sort of thing, but you need a little bit more, because once you've done the front 2 edges there to frame it, put it in the right way up, you silly woman. That fits in there. This time you need to make sure that your frame wire is going to come completely over the gemstone on both sides like that.
Yes.
But because it's on the back, you don't need to do so many of those.
Yes, it doesn't need to be quite as involved.
No. But with this weave, because you've on the very first stage when we made the bit that goes all the way around the cabochon, you've got very close weaves at the bottom. So you need to be able to get your wire in there. The only way you can do that is to use something like this. This is a really old bead reamer that's lost all its reaming.
Yes.
But it's not a useless tool anymore. I can still use it for this. Keep your fingers out of the way, because I have stabbed myself on more than one occasion. And just put it in between the two outside wires and press, and you will go through. Ooh. And I've gone too far on that. I do it on a harder surface. But that gives you a hole then to get your wire through.
Okay.
Right. So for that reason, I only do it every 2 or 3 going around there, as I have.
And that's that's
Yeah, so that's to come, and you can use your imagination there. On that one I did a whole spiral because I only had one long wire left.
Yes.
From the bail, but on this one I've got 2 very long wires, so I could still make a little spiral at the bottom maybe. Let me just put that in so we can see it. Oops. Could make a little spiral at the bottom.
So you would just play with that?
I play with it, yeah. At the bottom, and this one will come down as well, again holding the edge of the stone. So these wires that are going into the original framework are still doing it, and I'd have to go down to the bottom, but I might come up on top of that spiral and make it into a double spiral. Maybe. Don't know yet.
Okay. And so you're using that as like so that becomes like the frame to the casing.
Yes, to hold that,
hold your
gemstone in place. Because without that, it's going to fall out.
The final part is just obviously to complete the bail.
Yeah, you've used 2 of your wires on the front.
Yes.
You've used 2 of your wires on the back, or at least your longest one.
Yes.
So then you've got some wires left over.
Right.
Haven't you? So
probably got
about 4.
Yes. So I've used 2, and I've got 4 left.
Yeah, you've got 4 left.
Yeah.
So what you do is you cut them off quite short and just do a simple loop on the back with both of them and curl them under. And because you've brought the long wires through, that's holding your bail secure in place. But now you need to get those out of the way so that you tuck them up, roll them up inside.
So essentially,
and they won't catch on anything.
You're pulling it back, and the remainder have already been tied in, so that's going to hold in place.
Yeah, it will stay there.
Got you. That's clever, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that means essentially you're just using up all of the spare wires.
Yes, that's right.
To bind it all together.
Yeah.
That's a great
Because that's
idea.
a lot of wires to work with.
It is.
I've done it with a 6 row round there, which means you've got 12 wires to work with on the bail. That's complicated.
I was going to say.
But it looks amazing.
But that's how you work with the multiples of wire?
Yes.
Amazing. Yes. Okay, brilliant. And so just to...
Yeah, so that one is your flame weave doubled up back on itself. But I've used the 1mm and the 0.6 there. You need to be used to working with wire because 0.6 to weave with is quite tough on the fingers.
Okay.
And you remember how I said on this one, don't pull it too tight. The 0.6 will pull itself if you're not careful. So you have to make sure that with that, laying the wire on top of the others, on top of your base wires, is what you do. Get in the habit of doing that with your 0.4 and your 0.6.
To then build up.
Yeah, and build up to get the technique right.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that.
That's all right.
More technique and more knowledge now.
Yes.
Amazing. Amazing. If you do want to join us and get this fantastic kit, don't forget, I mean, the jewellery that has been made to then translate into a £29.95 price tag, 29.95 pence price tag, is pretty outstanding, isn't it? I mean, all of that, 5 luxury pieces, each one of them costing £6 only. £6 each.
I'm not selling them for that price.
No, indeed, exactly, and that's the whole point, isn't it? It's just that the ingredients may cost a nominal amount,
exactly.
but actually to the final results, and obviously the time that it takes as well, an incredible quality of opportunity there. If you do want to join us, free phone number is where you can dial. That's at the bottom of the screen there. Alternatively, you can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. Congratulations if you got that. I can't wait to see the jewellery that you're making.
I'd love to see what people make with it.
So exciting, isn't it? Especially with those kind of ingredients, I think it's going to go really well.
When I get back on Facebook.
Yes, it'd be lovely. It'd be lovely to see you. We have got for you plenty more to look forward to, including a bit of a collector's gemstone coming up next. It's fair to say that this has got a bit of an epic history. This is a star buy. I can't remember even the last time I saw Thurlite, and when I do think it might have been a couple of years ago now, and when we did do it, it absolutely flew out because the history of this gemstone has got such an amazing... Can you just tell me where it's from? Let me guess, is it from Norway? Right. So this is your original source Thurlite. This is where this gemstone was first ever found. And I'm literally, I mean, I'm having to flick through like kind of almost my back burners to try and remember this gemstone because we just don't see it that much. We just haven't got access to it in a readily available opportunity. And when you start to think about original source, any gemstone, you know, you instantly have that high grade, something special about it. You know, original source gemstones hold their demand, their attention, hold their, I guess, their quality in a little bit of a different way. You've got here original location Thurlite. But when we start to talk about Thurlite, the connection to this gemstone and the gemstone of an incredible quality of Tanzanite is what makes it, because this is actually a family member of Zozite. So when you think Zozite, what do you think? One of the rock star elements to Tanzanite. Zozite and vanadium make up Tanzanite. So when you've got one of those main ingredients, one of the most pedigree ingredients to that incredible gemstone. There are many a gemologist and jewelry professional that talk about this gemstone being the pink Tanzanite of the gem world. And the pink Tanzanite of the gem world that looks like this and then comes from original location, it's something extra special. This is what you'd classify as a collector's stone, a real treat to be able to introduce this. And I do like the rounds. I like the fact that you've got the round shape because you get much more of that pattern and form with each one of these stones. Thurlite is a real treasure to work with. As a collector of gemstones, I love Thurlite, but I just don't see it often enough to feel comfortable to say it's an everyday gemstone to access. You know, think about it. When was the last time you saw me present a gemstone like this? Not very often, and certainly not recently. Enjoy that brilliant round, enjoy that shape. You've got there a luxury of the center drilled design, which gives easy workability into your designs. I mean, we've got so much to interest of this gemstone because it is a talking point for people like myself, you know, gem enthusiasts. It's fair to say that Thurlite is one of those extra special stones. It's a real treasure for your collection, and it is the national stone of Norway. Originally found is Thurlite from Norway, and it is now the national stone of Norway. But for gem lovers, it's probably that connection to Tanzanite pink Tanzanite qualities that makes it a real addition of something extra special. If you ever said to yourself, I'd really like pink Tanzanite, probably the closest to get to that gemstone, if you weren't to spend tens of thousands of pounds, is Thurlite, thanks to that Zozite composite. If you do want to make sure that you get your very own quality, how do you fancy 75 carats? I mean, it's a real collector's gemstone. I mean, we're not talking about your everyday availability, and then we go straight down to $21.95. You've got there a full opportunity of a suite of jewellery of Thurlite. You might be inclined to get some Tanzanite and play the Tanzanite alongside the Thurlite and actually mix the textures, because those blues and violets and then of course the flashes of pinks from Tanzanite would work sensationally well with that incredible ingredient of Thurlite, giving you those pink blossom tones, giving you those gorgeous rose blooms in its depth and in its qualities of colour and pattern. Luxury all the way with this collector's opportunity. Original source Norwegian Thurlite. Some would call it pink Tanzanite because of its Zozite connection, and you've got it as a rock bottom price tag, less than £25. It's a huge deal. Massive congratulations, star buy. Now, we've talked about really popular gemstones, and in particular stones that capture, I guess, the summertime vibe. From the likes of your Larimar and beyond, you've got colours that are really playing into the hands of summertime vibes. And this next strand, let's go here actually. Let's go here. Captures the same essence.
It doesn't it?
Doesn't it just? And you might want to mix it with, say, those nuggets. Ooh. Now that's a bit. Because you've got there those gorgeous, almost matte textures to the Larimar, and then the highly polished quality of the Amazonite. They're massive, aren't they?
Big chunks.
They are, aren't they? Bold statement, independent luxury. I mean, one stone, that's it, just one stone, one focal point, done.
Yeah.
It genuinely doesn't need too much, does it? You've got that real striking quality to these nuggets. Faceted, which means, of course, it just captures the light bouncing off the polished stone. And you've got this arrangement of 10 by 13 to 15 by 18. They're not small, that is for sure. They are not small. You've got there a full 38 centimetre strand. I mean, in principle, I think, we look at these as independent gems. I know we often, when we see strands here at Jewellery Maker, we kind of go, this is how it is. We see strands, and that's because we got used to seeing strands, that's how we expect it always to be. But actually, I think with a strand like this, break it up, put them as separate stones, and then you really see the charismatic quality of them independently, and therefore can make them go even further in your designs.
That's right. And particularly when you think that there's a lot more strands that we're getting now that have got
the little break-up spaces.
The beads in between, the spacer beads. So that straight away takes me to see bead designs and actually encircling each one, so you can see it from both sides with either a complementing or a contrasting seed bead collar to each one.
Yeah, gorgeous. I mean, dramatic jewellery to be made. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 on this strand. 24 gems. What does that work out at? It's got to be less than 70p each. 62 pence each. But I've just said they can be independently used. 62p is easy access to creating plenty of jewellery that makes a statement. That's a lovely one, isn't it?
Well, that one reminds me of, I don't know where this one's from, but it looks like Russian Amazonite with the striations
little bandings, the little detailings.
And
Gorgeous qualities.
Look at that one.
Oh yeah, I'll hold that one up as well. Look at that. Great qualities. Great price tag. 62 pence each on that strand. I mean, and that would be the spaces for free, of course. Let's not forget we're not charging you for those. Right, let's go straight on to... Oh, I love this. I love this. Oh, I just love it. I love it. I love it. There's just...
very slight of terror.
I love it. Honestly.
Yeah.
And I kick myself because every time I put it to wear, I go, oh, I must get some.
Yeah, and then you forget by
and
the
then I
time you get
never
home.
get to it. Never get to it. And I've not got any. I've not got any. And I want to make myself a bracelet. I want to have just a really classic, because as I say, I quite like stacker bracelets.
Yes.
I like 3 or 4 silver bracelets and then 1 gem-based bracelet that works alongside it. I love this. Oh, it's funky. It is totally funky. And if I rotate this, look at all of the different colours that you have there. Look at that. Yay, it looks amazing. Properly makes me smile, this bead. I love them. I would work with these and do very little, but just let them be just simple bracelets.
Yeah, that's right.
I can imagine, you know, if you put those on a stall, those would be the things that people would buy without a blink of an eye.
They're eye-catching, aren't they?
Yeah, and different.
Yeah.
You know, and because of course the colour palette means that you can wear them with pretty much
You can
any
wear
outfit.
with anything.
And I'll
Yes.
always look for that. You know, I'm a bit of a as I've said, I like to get the most out of my money, and so I always think, well, if you've got something which goes with every kind of look and every kind of outfit, that's why I like kind of stacker bracelets,
that's right.
because I can kind of pick and choose. Sometimes I wear more, sometimes I wear less. But I know that they'll work and they'll work and they'll work their socks off. And that's the kind of bracelet that I just know will follow suit. It's going to look great, no matter what you do with it. I can imagine a great suite of jewellery, perhaps buying 2 strands, making a necklace as well, something a little bit just simple against the neckline, something classic like that. What about a beady bead as well?
Oh, yes.
You know, a nice big en masse ball of colour.
Yeah,
That'd be
that would look
wicked.
lovely.
That would look... Now, see.
And that on an organza and,
Yes,
and cord
I was
thread.
about to say like a nice, like kind of almost, you know, like thread, like necklace.
Yeah. That picks out
Each colour.
Each
you could
colour.
get loads of
Doesn't
different
have to be
colours,
one
couldn't
colour.
you? Yeah. I might even go satin cord because those are a little bit more
they'd be
brighter, aren't they?
Yes.
I'm buying 2 strands now. I'm not even going to buy 1 strand. I'm going to buy 2 strands because I want that necklace and I want that look and I want the wrist and I want the ears. I want this strand. I love it. You've got the chance to be able to buy. I would suggest buying more than 1 strand because there's loads of potential here and you're going to have the chance to be able to do that because we're going straight down on this price tag. £8.95 is already pay. So when you've got £8.95, buy 2 under £20 and you've got loads of jewellery potential, so much jewellery to be enjoyed, and because each one, I mean, look at that
It's
one,
so different.
just on there, it just reminds me of like an artist's palette.
Yes,
you know?
where they've mixed up the
Yeah,
paints.
exactly, and they're just loads of different colours on on the paint palette. It's bright and it's crisp and it's exciting, and then it's got darkness, and so I quite like it because I think I can imagine wearing this over like the autumn and winter months because it's got a darkness as well as a brightness, and I quite like the fact that there's that. I'm just showing you
spring
one
as well, with the colour of the flowers just peeping
it's
through
like
the
almost
new
the
leaves.
crocus colours coming through. Just look at that. Look at that one. Isn't that lush? That's just one I just wanted to show you, just the independent colours of each one, of each bead. It's pretty cool. Neons, pinks, greens, blues, you name it. That colour quality is there. Turquoise is there. All going on. £8.95. Loads of jewellery making to be had. And if you've never bought from us before and you fancy giving us a go, buy this strand, right? Just this 1 strand, and you get a further 2 strands for free. So in total, for £8.95, you would get... Really? And apparently there's strands like malachite and there's strands like tanzanite that come for free, so you never know what you could get. But for 1 strand, getting started with us, you get 1 strand like that and you get a further 2 strands for free as well. And you get a DVD that gives you step-by-step instruction, gives you that guidance to get started into jewellery making if you haven't done so before. Let's go straight to... Oh, micro-faceted rose quartz.
Oh, aren't they gorgeous?
Oh, now that is pretty. That would go gorgeous with the apatite earlier on.
Oh, wouldn't it?
You know, that crispness.
Yeah.
Look at that against skin. Now, normally rose quartz is quite a delicate colour. It's quite almost pastel to the point of soft colour, whereas this is a little bit more bright, it's a little bit more lively, and I think that's probably thanks to the faceting. The faceting qualities of micro-faceted beads never, ever can be underestimated, because micro-faceted beads take incredible skill, extraordinary levels of craftsmanship, and the precision. I mean, if I just hold that strand up, and then you have a look at the individual faceting of each one. Can you imagine how you would start trying to facet that bead?
I've never tried. That's one of my ambitions is to get a stone machine, whatever you call it, you know, one of those diamond
cutters, yeah.
and have a go. At least polishing stones. I've got so many rough stones.
So you could polish them yourself?
And I want to be able to cut and polish them myself. Yeah.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
I'd love to. But to get to that level, it takes years and years and years of apprenticeship to get to that.
Well, it's almost generational.
Yeah.
You know, the expertise is passed down, and then it's time, and it's, as you say, years of experience and practice. But the thing that I'm more fascinated by anything is that when you start to think about how exactly it happens, in hand, tap, 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 right?
How do they get it in the same place every time?
It's fascinating, and I mean, I've directed 4 or 5 different cuts of gemstone, and every time you watch, and you're thinking, I mean, it almost doesn't look like they're kind of doing anything other than it's literally tapping, twist, tap, twist, tap, twist, and you think to yourself, I don't even understand how you could compute, and it's understanding the crystal form first of all, because you have to understand the crystal before you can cut it and shape it, because if you don't understand, then you can cut straight to it and you break the axis. So there's so many extraordinary parts of this, but the size of these beads,
Minuscule.
how do you get hold of that, facet
exactly.
it?
How do you hold it and not facet your finger and your
Exactly.
thumb?
I don't understand how they do it, and then drill through it.
Yes.
What? It's just...
Do they not drill them first and then facet? So they've perhaps got it on a mandrel?
I reckon it'll be on a double stick. That's my thinking.
Yeah.
I think it'd be like a double stick, because they do that with opal. Because with opal, they don't touch it, they double it. So you like kind of almost you wax set it into a double. So then you've got more leverage. So I wonder if they do that. I don't know. I'm just from my thoughts rather than my knowledge, that I think that's how they do it. But the precision of each one of those, look at how many you're getting. Look at the precision on every one of those faceted stones. It's exquisite. It's incredible qualities. Oh. And then we have all of that conversation of like time and skill and expertise and how do they do it? And like Vic's like, oh, by the way, it's $5.95, Vix. By the way, we're just dropping it under £6. All right. All right there. She's just like that, yeah, we're just going to take it under £6. Go. But that doesn't change
It's the colour that's
quality. It's really bright, isn't
very
it?
often with rose quartz, it's the thread that's going through it that gives it the
colour.
colour. But
Totally
that
right.
isn't.
No.
It's got one of their usual metalish.
Yeah. And that's got
beading thread.
And that is bright.
It is.
Yeah, you're totally right.
Gorgeous.
It's got a real bright, and I think that's probably just based on the cut. Absolute triumph. £5.95. Now I'm going to keep hold of this, and I'm just going to go straight to. Isn't that special?
Match made in heaven, those two. There's a made-up necklace there.
Isn't it?
Oh.
Because you could do, if you got that, say this
Lord.
necklace here that's made up, right? And if you just wanted to add just a little bit of pink.
Yeah.
Ooh. Because the potential is, where you've got those silver beads breaking up this strand, you could just use the pink, couldn't you?
Yes.
Just little points of...
Yeah.
I mean, that's almost like...
Because people will
wedding jewellery.
do a double take.
Yes,
like that,
yes, exactly. Because the colour is so bright from the blues, but then the pink, and I think you're right, it's some of the brightest pink from rose quartz. So I think that actually it's not going to get lost, because most time rose quartz, if you put it against that colour, would just disappear, just too pastel. But that's going to hold its own.
Yeah.
Beautiful strand there,
That's a
great
beautiful
$5.95 price tag, but just take a look at this fantastic
gorgeous.
centerpiece. Blue zircon. What a gemstone this is. Zircon, refractive wise, this is one of the highest refractive index gemstones, and that refraction means that you get exceptional rainbow colors. And you can see that great close up, because that close up is showing you how the light is splitting. Even
look,
in
you see
bead
rainbows
quality,
in
you
each
can see
one.
the rainbow colors. Normally you'd have to have a traditional flat facet at the top, like a flat table, for the light to move and get colour through. But not here, not here. I mean, you've got all of that colour coming through.
I love that.
Zircon is a real treasure of a gemstone. It's a real highlight to work with, because I promise you one thing, once you've started to work with it, once you start to really get that light reaction in each one of those, and again, it's a strand, but I want to separate them. I want them to have space, like the necklace, because the more they have space, the more you appreciate their individual qualities and potential. You've got a huge chance to make such a bold statement look. Of course, as a gemstone, zircon is probably one of the most respected within the gemstone industry, because it has a heritage, it has a wearability that is like no other, surpasses that of diamonds in many ways, and you've got that luxury of your Sri Lankan grid, which just elevates this to another level of desirability. It is the deal of the day, and it is a deal of the day that really sets a precedent of what we do when we talk top-notch gemstones. We could have done triple figures on this. Easily, we could have done triple figures. I can sell solitaires of that size, and I can easily command in a nice classic piece of jewellery easily into the £40 to £50 price bracket. So if I'm looking at that full strand for £50, there is no doubt about it. That is an absolute deal of the day steal. A huge opportunity. Now, obviously, this is the very last chance that you've got for our deal of the day to be yours. Within today's show, we'll only honour the price at $49.99 right now. It's your final chance, final opportunity to get your deal of the day. If you put it in your basket, check out your basket so you don't miss out. Under £50 for the finest of our high grade. Such good sizes. I mean, normally they're little chippy nuggets, and aren't they? Well, these are big size, 4x4s, 6x5s. They're not small, they're statement, and that's why that price tag is so good. $49.95, deal of the day. Final chance to get hold of that deal. Once it's gone, and obviously we don't honour the price. Deal of the day is a one-off price point. We won't honour the price again, so make the most of that opportunity. And massive congratulations if you are successful. Adding to your order, of course, and we're live with you back in the morning, but if you do want to continue watching, you can keep adding to your order until midnight tonight on that single postage and packing. Obviously, we need to say a lovely and thank you for great inspiration today. It's been lovely to work with you. And so nice to meet you.
Yes.
So we've got loads still to look forward to. Thank you to the team for everything that they've done today as well. And we'll be back with you first thing in the morning with plenty more treats, plenty more inspiration, and plenty more Jewellery Maker goodies. I'll see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.
Bye.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Shop with us for the first time and you'll receive a free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful gemstone strands in an organza bag, plus a DVD ideal for jewellery making newbies, featuring tutorials essential for getting started and so much more. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will automatically be added to your order when you make your first purchase with us. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, shape and colour will vary for each